The undefeated 15-0 Cleveland Cavaliers will face off against the defending champion, big bad Boston Celtics tonight. And we will give our thoughts, predictions, and we'll talk about all the little details and nuances of this game. I can't wait to get into that. Also, fellas, it happens to be an in-season tournament game. So we'll talk about the implications of that. And then we'll talk about all the other in-season tournament games today. And obviously, it's the NBA. So we have a lot of other things to get into as well. It was some good performances last night. There'll be some other good performances tonight. And then also, too, there's been some rumors circulating, too. So we'll get to that. We'll look at the standings. We'll look at, who's leading the league and what statistical categories. I'm sure Penn has some good things he wants to talk about. I know Chill has some things that he wants to debate Mars about. And maybe Mars has something he wants to troll about today. Or maybe, just maybe, Mars has something to cook on today. So we're going to go ahead and have a good episode. What's going on, fellas? How we living today?
A lot of people don't really get charged about the regular season. They discount the regular season, but I think this game tonight is a big deal.
Huge deal.
I think this game is a big deal tonight. And the reason why I feel like that is because a lot of times people see the playoffs and they'll complain about a team not being able to shoot. They'll complain about a team turning the basketball over. They'll complain about a team, their offense is stagnant, and they forget this has been going on all season. This isn't something that just happened like 2 weeks ago. This isn't something that just happened a month ago. No, this is who they are. This is who they've always been. It's just the playoffs happen, and the playoffs magnify this stuff. So this is a big deal tonight, a huge deal.
Penn, Mars, do you guys agree that this is a big game tonight? Or is it just another one of the 82 games, potentially 83 games that these two teams have to play?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's both. It's a big deal in the sense of you want to know how you stack up against the best. That's how most championship contenders go about these things. But then also Boston aren't fully healthy, so it's like how much of a litmus test is it for Cleveland to know how good they match up against Boston if it's not even Boston at full strength. And also we're in the first 15, 16 games of the season, so like teams are still figuring things out. This isn't really a show of what they're going to be like in January, February, March. So it's a big deal, but it's not like the winner of this is the best team in the East per se. So like you can take what this game is going to be like the pinnacle of confirmation bias. If you think Boston are frauds and they lose tonight, it's like,
think that.
I told you Boston are frauds. Cleveland got their number.
That.
But then if you think Boston are the best team in the NBA and they're going to repeat and they lose tonight, it's like, well, this doesn't really show too much. Porzingis isn't back yet. We haven't fully like blah, blah, blah. And then if you think Cleveland are the best team in the East and they win, like I said, confirmation. And if they lose, it's like, we've already won 15 straight games. We played more games than damn near any team in the league, blah, blah, blah. So like, I think it's going to be a cool game. I'm going to be watching Ben Simmons play against the Hornets, but it's still going to be a big game. So,
I don't think he's trolling about that, Chill.
If everyone's going to be watching the Boston Cavs game. So when we come back tomorrow, and I'm going to be the only one who's going to be able to talk about any of the other games going on, you guys are going to appreciate me. While you guys are watching that same game, and I'm going to be watching LaMelo Ball get locked up by Zaire Williams. Like, I'm going to be watching road hoops.
Yo, 40. Stamp it.
Yeah, it probably is 40. 38 shots.
I was thinking at least 35 shots, Mark.
If you got the green light, why would you act like you got a yellow light or even a red light?
Get your shots up.
Let him go.
What's going to end first? LeBron's double-digit streak or Ben Simmons' single-digit streak?
Oh, that is insane.
Hey, listen,
LeBron's double-digit streak, maybe.
Listen, man, we scoring 11 at least once this season, man. Let's calm down.
He cooked somebody for 12.
Yeah, that's what
Mars.
We getting there, man. We getting there.
Mars, you still ain't done cooking. You still ain't done cooking with Ben Simmons.
No, I already said you weren't here yesterday. The Knicks games were not helping the agenda, so I had to just. Ben Simmons was on timeout yesterday. I couldn't praise him. There was nothing to praise. He was trash.
Okay,
but we back now. We playing against the Hornets, and then we're gonna be back. So yeah, we We just had to put him on a little probationary period because he was not doing what he was meant to be doing against the Knicks. But yeah, I think it's a big game, but also not a big game. So it's a mediocre game, basically.
No,
Jordan, how do you feel about the game tonight? The Cavs and the Celtics. Is it a big deal to you?
Forget Penn. That's crazy.
It's not really a shout out to Penn. The Raptors broke their losing streak yesterday. So
against
I know
who
against
did it happen again?
The trash Pacers. Let's say that.
Smoked them too, by the way.
I ain't even coming here to gloat. That's the crazy part. The Pacers played so ass. I can't even gloat about it. They were so awful. It looked like the Raptors beat a JV high school team. I'm not even kidding. Tyrese Haliburton is an embarrassment to basketball right now.
Ron, I'm not gonna lie. Haliburton,
Davion Mitchell cooked him off a standstill with a little gone. And he had to hold on to him like a child holding on to his dad. Scoring on him.
Man, it ain't even December yet.
Ron, I feel like you sold me a lemon, yo.
It's been a goddamn year, Ron.
Penn, this is some bullshit right here. You know why, Penn? Because I feel like Ron sold me a lemon.
Chill, you were selling the lemon with me.
You sold it to me first. You sold it to me first. And then I got on
you guys were both trying to scam the world. You guys were both trying to scam
y'all know that saying.
I got sucked into the scam, okay?
Teams
and then I just got on board with it.
Teams take the identity of their best players, right? Usually that tends to be the case, right?
Yeah.
Your best player is a pylon. Don't play no defense, right? He's not tough. So you can cling on to that, Eastern Conference Finals all you want. I'll call it the luckiest streak in basketball history. But what I'm watching this year is absolutely an embarrassment. It's not just Tyrese Haliburton. Offensively, there's a lot working out for them with Pascal Siakam, but defensively, RJ Barrett cooked Pascal Siakam last night in ways I did not know a human being could be cooked.
Fried him.
Was it roasted? Was it baked? What kind of fried?
It was
fried.
Jordan, it was charbroiled.
Oh, okay.
Charred him.
Hey, so we're gonna admit that the Pacers are childish. We're gonna admit that. We're gonna admit that. We're gonna admit that LaMelo Ball is better than Haliburton. We're going to admit that? Or we're going to admit that, Ron? Are you ready?
You know, the crazy thing is, I don't even think the Raptors played that well. I don't think they played that well. They shot 60% from the field and 50% from three, and they didn't even play that well. That's the crazy part.
Hey, I saw Jakob cooking, though.
Who are they guarding him with? Jordan? You could score on them.
Jordan and Penn. I hate to be a dub host, but we're talking about the Cavs and the Celtics.
I bet.
Is this an important game, Jordan? Yes or no?
Okay.
We are.
The Raptors cooking.
I mean, we could get back to that in the last 15 minutes of the show, maybe if it's a super chat. But Jordan,
I don't know if it's
y'all
really an important
super
game.
chats about the Pacers, please.
Look, I don't know if it's really an important game because I know the Cavaliers streak is on the line, but I don't feel like this streak is giving us the excitement that most streaks really give us. You know what I mean? Like,
why not?
Usually, I don't know. I don't know why it feels like 15-0. Maybe because they ain't played nobody. Like Mara said, you look at their schedule and it's just been quite trash.
Well, they're playing somebody tonight. So they have to beat somebody for it to be important.
No, they just played too many trash teams to go along with
Warriors.
They had like 12 guys. They had like 12 teams that they beat that was garbage. Maybe 10.
They beat the Warriors like they stole something. So I'm gonna be real.
Did beat the Warriors.
That was impressive.
82-42 at the half.
That was impressive. But I'm just saying, it just feels like it's not that
like a
type
fluke.
of.
You know, the reason why Jordan's saying that is because there's no star power over there like that. That's why. If there was
it's no excitement. I don't think it's no excitement.
Not a star?
Yeah.
Apparently not.
The best shooting guard in the league. He's not a star?
Apparently not. You know, if this was the Warriors at 15-0,
who's the best shooting guard in the league?
We got to slow that down.
Shaden Sharp.
Get out of here.
We'd be talking about them.
Who you on, Jordan? Devin Booker?
Devin Booker been playing like trash this year.
He thinks it's Anthony Edwards, but he said that.
I think it's Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
Oh, for real? I disagree with that
one. But I will give more respect to Donovan Mitchell this year so far. From me, I'm really impressed with him, especially the way he's been moving on the court.
Defensively, he has been a next level defender. Someone asked me the other day, Devin Booker versus Donovan Mitchell defensively. I'm like 3 years ago, this was not a debate for me, at least. Donovan Mitchell in college, great defender. Donovan Mitchell with the Jazz.
All ACC. He was all ACC.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And he was
all
using every one of those, 6'10" wingspan that he has to be hella disruptive. But in the NBA, I hadn't really seen it. And so, we've asked the question, have we seen a defender regress and then go the other way? Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. He's been great.
I'm impressed by him this year for sure, but I don't know. But to answer your question, Ron, I don't think it's that important. But it doesn't feel that way, so I'm gonna just go with that.
So Jordan, just real quick to your point. Okay, so they beat Detroit. This ain't your uncle's Detroit Pistons team. It's a good Detroit Pistons team. They beat them.
Okay.
They beat the Knicks.
Ain't that good, don't you?
They beat the Knicks.
Ain't that good, don't you?
They smoked the Lakers.
We need him to be for the agenda, so I get it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Mars. They smoked the Lakers. They didn't beat the Lakers. They smoked them. They beat Orlando. No Paolo, but they beat Orlando, who's got a damn good team, by the way, even without Paolo. They beat them. Smoked Golden State. Beat Milwaukee twice. Right? Beat Milwaukee twice. Beat the Bulls at the time. The Bulls were good. And now they have
Chill, the Bulls were good.
the Celtics. They were.
Okay.
They were good. So half of their wins have been against good teams. Half
The
of
Bucks
them
is a good team.
Looks like they're turning it around.
Hold on.
They ain't turning none around.
We knew that was happening. Oh, I knew we had a hater in the house tonight.
Hey, no, Cap Celtics game wrong. Cap
Hey.
Celtics game wrong. Cap Celtics
Hey,
game.
Morris.
Let's
All
try to
right,
talk
for
about
sure.
it.
All I gotta say is, chill. Where you got the Rockets finishing at?
Top 5 in the West.
We top 5 in the West. That's all I gotta say. Hey,
Who was we?
The
Who
Bucks
was
are in
we?
the West. The Bucks are in the West.
I'm just saying we good enough to be top 5 in the West.
Who?
That's all
Oh
I'm
no, hell
Who's
no,
we?
hell
That's all
no,
I'm saying.
You
That's
just
all
don't-
I'm
hell
saying.
no. Them boys got away with one bad.
We
bad
got
pass.
2 haters in the house. We got 2
One
mad
bad
people
pass.
today.
So if that pass was on target by maybe an inch, that's a game. That's game over.
If they
It's
called
a
that
bad
Giannis
pass.
out of bounds, it's game over.
Hey,
But
man, when
He
it's
did
game
step
time,
out of
it's game
bounds.
time.
yeah,
He
if they call
100%
that
stepped out of bounds.
Giannis out of bounds, it's game over. But
He
they had to
100%
give him a
stepped
call
out of
for the
bounds.
game.
Yes,
I
he
understand it.
Chill, when it's
They
game
messed up
time, it's
Charlotte
game
game, so they had to
time.
give him one. They had to give him one. I get it. They
The
lost
Rockets
game
weren't a
because of bad
back-to-back.
luck.
You know that, right?
Yeah,
They were.
on a back-to-back.
So?
We were.
I'm supposed to give them credit.
And they were up 95-90 on the road.
Yo,
That's coming
hey,
back.
getting
And then,
Hey,
and then AJ Green want to go and make a 3. Oh man, that
yeah,
that's
AJ.
ugh. But whatever,
But
man. That's cool.
back to the Cavs though. These are the games that they've won during their 15-game streak. The Raptors game 1, the Pistons, the Wizards, got the Knicks, the Lakers, the Magic.
Smoked them, Ron. Smoked the
Smoked who?
Lakers.
Smoked the Lakers.
Hey, they
them.
smoked the Raptors too by 30
The
points.
Magic,
Beat
the
them
Bucks, the
Mhm.
Bucks back-to-back actually.
Yep.
Remember Donovan Mitchell game winner?
Mhm.
And then they got the Pelicans,
Yep.
killed the Warriors,
Smoked them. Smoked
got the
them.
Nets,
Mhm.
the Bulls, the Sixers, the Bulls, the Hornets,
Mhm.
and now they have the Celtics.
Yeah, that Sixers Bulls
Kinda do got a point,
Hornets is
Jordan.
getting sick. Yeah, it's getting sick. It's just
The
getting
Cavs
sick.
are a good team, though. Like,
No, they're a good
They're
team.
a
I'm
damn
not saying
good
they're not a
team.
good team.
They're a
I'm
damn good
not
team.
disagreeing that I believe that they're a good team. All I'm saying is it just doesn't give that excitement that when the Rockets won 20 games in a row or the Lakers won 8 games in a row. When these streaks has been going on for the longest, it hasn't been given that same excitement. Even the Warriors, when the Warriors started out the season blazing, it just doesn't give that excitement. I
there's a
think it's
reason for
because
that,
they're
though,
in the
Jordan.
weaker East, though.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Because when the Rockets when the Rockets ran those 22 straight games, who'd y'all have on the crew at that time?
T-Mac, Ray for
Tracy
Austin.
McGrady was on the crew. Absolutely.
Steve
When the
Novak.
Warriors was when the Warriors was running when the Warriors was running the table, they started 24-0. Who they had on the crew? Curry.
Draymond
they had
Green.
their guys.
Draymond
Yeah.
Green.
They had Curry. So the problem is it's not Cleveland. If James was in Cleveland and they were doing this would be a way bigger deal than what it is right now.
You're probably
I
right.
think
You're probably right.
I think the star power.
He's definitely right, but that's LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah.
If LeBron was in Cleveland and they were 7 and 8, it would be getting media coverage.
But if they were
It's LeBron.
15-0 and this
7-8
was
is
James in Cleveland,
They
and
wouldn't
I
be
don't
talking
mean-
about LeBron team 7 and 8. Yes, they would.
They
What
were
the
talking
hell?
about them
100%.
sucking. Yeah, I
Hang
would
on.
agree.
Everyone's
for
been
sure.
talking about the Cavs. What are we doing here? Everyone's been talking about the Cavs.
Yo, Pin. I
I'm
want to
barely
hear
saying
all
that.
your thoughts and insights on how important you think this game is and all of the good stuff. Before we do that, though, I just want to let you guys know the implications of tonight and the other teams that have actually accomplished this feat. Obviously, you know, we got the 96-97 Bulls.
World champs.
They go 12-0. Then we probably got the best team out of all these teams, but I'll leave that up to your discretion. The 82-83 Supersonics. You know, shout out to downtown Freddie Brown, Lenny Wilkins and them.
I think they lost in the second round.
In the first round, chill, but
In the first round,
that was circumstantial though. Something. It was a thunderstorm up here in Seattle, and I don't got the time to bore y'all with the details. But
Anyway.
12-0 Supersonics.
Yep.
Then we got this Cleveland Cavalier team, and guys, I know that they're 15-0 now, but at this moment in time, they were 13-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Dallas Mavericks, 02-03 Dirk Nowitzki.
I think they lost in the West Finals that year.
They would have gone to the finals, but Dirk got
Literally
hurt.
on the graphic.
Yeah, Dirk got hurt. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dirk got hurt. They would have beat the Spurs that year. Tim Duncan's legacy looked real different. That dynasty
Shout out
looking
to-
less
shout
dynastic.
out-
But, hey,
shout
we're
out
not
to- shout out
gonna
to
rehash
Marv.
that conversation. But I'm just
Shout out to
saying,
Marv, German legend. Shout out to Marv, German legend.
shout out to Dirk, man. He the goat. Shout out to Dirk.
Marv don't talk enough about Dirk. He rather talk about James Harden.
Dubi says Sean.
No one brings up Dirk segments. I'll happily talk about that.
The 57-58 Celtics, speaking of dynasties,
Won the
they
championship,
started
yeah.
off 14-0, but what happened to them? What
Bill
happened to
Russell,
their
got,
dynasty?
Bill Russell got hurt. That's why they lost. Bill Russell got hurt. So
Yeah.
like, man, that would have been 12-0 in the finals. But,
Yeah,
you know, they had to nerf my goat, man. They had to nerf my goat. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got the 93-94 Rockets.
Won the championship that year.
Started
Yep.
15-0.
Best team you spoke of so far, man.
It's the best team so far, Ox?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best
All right.
team ever.
Now remember, I mean, they did have some fortune too. So
No.
Well, you know, that's part of the game, chill.
yeah, 100% big eye.
He
Oh, what's
talking
up,
about
big fella?
he talking about fortune because Seattle ain't playing. That's not fortune. That's life. Injuries are misfortune. Tell Seattle to win.
Okay,
He's talking
so
about Jordan.
they got
That's
no.
not fortune. That's not
No.
fortune.
Jordan's
What-
gambling
what-
addiction
what-
didn't get
what-
injured yet.
Nah, talking about Seattle and them, man.
Yeah, he talking about Seattle.
Yes,
Them
100%.
bums. Yeah.
And that's 100% fortune, Mars.
That's not fortune. Seattle
Yes, it
didn't hold
is.
up their end of the bargain. That's not fortune.
Right. And we are
Seattle
fortunate.
lost.
And we're fortunate that we didn't have to see them. You know why we're fortunate that we didn't have to see
Not
them?
fortunate. Not
Because
fortunate.
after we won the championship this year and then won it again next year in 95, who we didn't have to see them again. Lo and behold, in 1996, we see them in the semifinals. And what happens, Mars? They put the broom towel ass.
That's 2 years removed. That's 2 years removed.
2 years removed. It's not
It's not fortune when I handled my end of the bargain. I did my job to see Seattle in the playoffs. They lost. That's not fortunate. I did my job. I won my playoffs.
Mars. That's it.
It's not fortunate for you. We
Okay,
won our
not to-
series to where we was
Mars,
meant to
all
meet
right,
Seattle.
all right.
And then what do they want to do? Go lose to an
All
8 seed.
right, bro.
That's
You
a
know
them
what,
problem.
Mars?
That,
I don't
look,
like
hold
that
on,
attitude.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
That's
hold
not
on, hold on.
wait.
Look, because this is the
No,
thing.
wait,
It
wait.
might,
It's
it's
not
fortunate for them. Like,
It's not
get what you're
fortune.
saying.
Nah, it's not.
Yes, it is fortunate, Mars. Let me tell you why it's fortunate. Because you talking like, yo, we want these dudes. Seattle owned them. Just so
Okay,
you know,
they couldn't
Mars,
own
they
the 8
owned
seed
them.
though. They couldn't own the 8 seed.
And
Sounds like a
that's
them.
Hey, we
fortunate
still
for
got
us.
real estate in Houston
Nah,
to this
sounds
day.
like-
That's
sounds like
fortunate
a
for
them
us that they didn't own that. That's
To this
fortunate. That's
day.
fortunate for us that they couldn't.
You don't even have a franchise, Ron. Come on, we
Ron,
got
Still got real estate out
no
there.
franchise. Franchise-less.
Ron, bring that
What's up?
picture of Hakeem Olajuwon back up, because whose body is that? That's not
That's
him,
100%.
That's Sean Kemp's body.
bro. That's not him.
Hey, that was
bro.
Sean Kemp's body.
What you
Giannis
got on there,
Antetokounmpo
Jordan?
body in a Rockets jersey, and they put Hakeem head. Look at the jersey. That's Photoshop, bro. That's not Hakeem body, bro.
They just put a little. They just
Whose
put a little.
body is that, bro?
That's all.
Jordan
You know,
don't remember Olajuwon during that time.
Bro, that's not
You
him.
don't remember him.
Come on, bro.
Olajuwon was sliced up. Sliced up.
Chill.
Rocked
Look at
up.
the neck. That's not him, bro.
100% that was
They
Olajuwon.
just photoshopped that, bro. That's crazy work.
All right, well, this is the Rockets, 15-0, 93-94 season. Let's keep it pushing because we got a couple more teams. The Celtics again
Went to the
in
championship.
48-49. God damn.
Not the
the-
Celtics.
Oh, the Washington Capitals. My bad, y'all. The Washington Capitals
They went
started
to
off
the-
15-0 and they lost in the BAA
I'm not
finals.
even in the NBA.
Oh man,
What
respect the
we talking
BAA.
about- What we talking about them for? Ox.
Respect them. They lost to the George Michael dynasty. Respect them, please. Thank you.
I'm
Salute
not
to the
respecting this.
BAA.
I barely respect the NBA.
Yes, sir.
Haters gonna
You know,
hate, man. It is what it
Went
is.
to the
man.
championship.
All right, so we got a few 15-0 teams, and then of course, y'all, we got the 24-0.
Ooh,
Went to the
Steph
championship.
Curry, Klay Thompson,
That's what I'm
Draymond
saying.
Green, Dynasty, 15-16 Warriors, the best version of the Warriors.
That's what I'm saying. That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of these
saying.
teams didn't win the chip. I'm gonna be honest. This is not
I
good
feel
company
you, but that
to be
24-0 was crazy.
It's
Hey,
what,
Mo,
two
it
teams?
was
It's
only
two
2 of them that did.
It was two, the Houston Rockets and the Bulls, right? Those are the only two
Yes.
that won a
I think
championship.
so,
I forgot about the Bulls.
That's
Yep.
That's
I'm
fine.
not gonna lie. I wouldn't feel very happy being in this company if I was the Cavs, but
Man, they ain't winning no finals, Mars. You already know that. They just doing this for
exactly.
clout.
So
They
now when another
just-
team starts
that might
15
be
and
a
0 in
second
NBA
round
history,
exit.
the Cavs gonna be on this bracket as lost in the second round or whatever. It's gonna be like, oh,
They
damn,
might be a
another team
second
is
round
doing it.
exit.
So 3 teams have started 15-0, and of those 3 teams, the Rock
all
is the only
lost,
one.
right?
To win it. The Rock is
Oh,
the
the
only.
Rockets 14. Oh, okay, 15. Okay.
Yep, the Rock is the only one to win the NBA championship. The Cavs lost, not the Cavs. I'm sorry. The Warriors lost in the NBA championship, and the Capitals lost in the NBA championship. Those are the only 3 teams. There's
But
4
at least
teams
they
that
made the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the
I
positives.
think that if Cleveland ends up in the NBA finals, this will be a shock to me. I think they had a schedule, to be honest with you.
Yo, Pin, talk
Mhm.
to me about this game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there are a few teams in the East that have legit contender status. And I don't want to say that Orlando Magic are contenders, but among the teams that actually scare me at the top of the East, it's them, the Cavs, and the Boston Celtics. So right now, this is just a competition for what, Mars?
No, Brooklyn. No, Brooklyn's not involved in this
If you
conversation,
talk
Mom.
about Brooklyn, so
They're
help me
not.
God.
I'm not trying to cut you off. I was just making a facial expression.
As you were saying,
You're
Penn,
very
keep going.
animated. Anyways, so what I'm saying is, like, right now they're thinking about the playoffs. They want to get home court. They want to get home court against the Boston Celtics because I think that might give them a little bit of an advantage. And me personally, I'm like, the reason I don't think people are that excited about this because people didn't have the Cavs as a contender coming into the season. That's probably why, right? Because if they did, they might feel a little bit differently about it. They might be trying to sell themselves on it. But I think most people still think right now the Boston Celtics are a much better team. So it's difficult to get like super amped about it. Now, what happens if the Cavs? Now, we talk about the Boston Celtics are not healthy. What about the Cavs? They're not healthy. They got some guys out. Dean Wade, respect Dean Wade, right? We got potentially Karis LeVert as a game time decision. Respect him. He's been great.
Max Strus is
Definitely.
out. Too.
Max Strus is out. So, I mean, if they beat them, I don't want to hear none of this injury stuff. The Cavs deserve to win, and they deserve all the respect that they're getting. To me, they are in the same bucket, roughly, as the Orlando Magic, which is scary playoff team that's probably not going to get bounced in the first round. But after that, it's like, is there still a separation between the Celtics and everybody else in the East? I'm asking y'all.
I don't think they're much better. I think it would be crazy to say, oh, they're much better than the Cavs. I don't see it that way. I think they're. I think it's fair to say that the Celtics are better, but I
With
can see
KP
argument.
though, when KP comes back,
Well, yeah. Well, let's see how he looks when he comes back. I think the Celtics are a better team, especially when they're fully healthy. When these teams are both fully loaded, yeah, I think the Celtics probably are better. But I'm not willing to just brush past the Cavs and say that the Celtics are much better. I'm looking forward to this matchup tonight, and I want to see what the style of play from both teams. Like, I want to see what Joe Mazzulla and Coach Atkinson. I want to see what both of them are looking for, like what type of adjustments they make, how they're trying to get one up on the other coach. I'm very interested in how this matchup is going to go, but I'm not willing to say the Celtics are much better than the Cavs at all.
Me neither. I'm not doing that. But I will tell you this, big fella. So you take advantage of what another team is deficient at. So the Celtics, numero uno in the league in the long ball. They're number one in attempts. They're number one in makes. They're right outside the top 10 in percentage. The Cavs, they're in the bottom 10 in the league in defending the long ball line. The Celtics, number two in the league at drawing fouls. The Cavs in the bottom 3 in the league in fouling. So when you take advantage of stuff like this, that puts you in a real bad situation that puts you in a real bad situation when you're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's why I think that the Celtics have that edge. The flip side to that is, and I said this to Mars yesterday, the Celtics are a very switch heavy team. And they can be switch heavy because they have those interchangeable wings in Drew Holiday and Derek White and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But there's one of those guys who you can hunt. You can hunt Al Horford. You can hunt Kata. I don't want Kata switched on to Darius Garland on the wing. I don't want that. But
why are you scratching your face? Al Horford is food.
No, you crazy. Al Horford, you crazy. Al Horford don't surprise.
So you can't hunt Al Horford?
No, that's wait, Ron. You can't. You might want to hunt Al Horford, but it's like when you hunting a bear. It's like when you hunt something dangerous. But like be careful.
Help the bear.
Like be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get that.
I'm
I
just
get
saying
that.
you don't run up on the bear. That's fair.
You can hunt him around real quick. You can hunt him.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
Don't think you're gonna pick on him though.
No, don't just run up on the bear.
Don't think
you're gonna get hurt.
Pick on Al Horford, bro. You might be able, like Donovan Mitchell can hunt anybody though.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
So what I'm saying is
keep going. Donovan Mitchell.
Hold on. I'm not gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish my point. You not like that can't be your game plan. Like Mars, I'm not gonna keep going.
He's not gonna keep going with what Ron talking about. Focus, Mars. Like
I didn't say anything.
You know, like you just that's not a sufficient game plan. I don't think that on the Cavs, they're just like, yo, we're gonna win because we're just all just gonna destroy Al Horford. Like, nah, if you can get him in the mismatch and you Donovan Mitchell, that's a good look for you, D Mitch. Go ahead, go to that. But I'm not gonna like go through my whole office like, no, get him, you come. Like, we're not gonna just be looking just for Al Horford, bro. I think that's a bad move. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you do know that that's how the NBA's played now. You do know they set all these ghost screens just to get the mismatch. I've seen teams set solid screens just to get the mismatch that they're looking for.
Mars, wasn't we just watching the game the other day? How many times have we seen where they'll have a mismatch and instead of actually taking the time to get that mismatch, they just go away from that, and you see a guy like Darius Garland take a step back contested three when it's like, yo, you just said you got the mismatch right over there. Go get that.
You talking about when was it OG Anunoby had Cam Thomas on him and they ended up going for something else instead of
OG was killing Cam Thomas on that block, bro. But you see that a lot. Now you right though. Like, yeah, you want the mismatch, but I just think Al Horford moves his feet a lot better than I'm giving him credit for.
So the Celtics don't got nobody to pick on. So you just take who's in front of you and get locked up. I can get Al Horford, but you know what? I can't deal with Al Horford, so I'm gonna just try.
Your best option is to get a big switched onto it. Is to have a guard switched onto one of their bigs,
like Evan Mobley on Derek White or something. I want that over anybody trying to pick on Al Horford.
I'm thinking about the five of those guys. I'm thinking about Derek White. I'm thinking about Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. The guy that I want in a mismatch. I want Al Horford on Darius Garland. I want Al Horford on Donovan Mitchell. I want that as opposed to Derek White on Donovan Mitchell. That's why I'm going after him. I want Kata. I want Fournette. But now the flip side to that is the Celtics also mismatch hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they hunting?
Who they hunting?
And I know what
Darius Garland is the answer.
I know exactly what Penn said. You know who I'm going after? I'm going after Donovan Mitchell. And you know why I'm going after Donovan Mitchell? I'm going after Donovan Mitchell because I think that could affect him on the offensive end of the floor. I want to go after Donovan Mitchell, and I want to make him defend on the defensive end. So I want to put him in as much action with Jason Tatum. I want to put him in as much action with Jaylen Brown because I think that that's going to affect him offensively.
Well, chill. You know, like you can hunt a bear, and that's obviously dangerous. But what happens when you try to pick on a honey badger? Because he's smaller.
You get bit, yo. You will get bit.
No, you get more than bit. You get your ass towed up.
You're gonna get bit. Yes, you are. You better be careful how you run up on a honey badger.
I don't know. Regardless of all that, bro. Like, I mean, I feel what you're saying, bro. I just kind of wanted just to make sure I said something for Al Horford. Like, speak up for Al Horford. Okay?
But if you think about
y'all calling, like, y'all make it seem like Ron called him fool. Like, Al Horford ain't nobody fool.
On Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, I'm sorry. It's nothing.
Is he lunch, Ron? Is he lunch?
He is. Now on Evan Mobley Evan Mobley better go. He better make better career decisions. He better go do something else. Now, I mean, he can get him off the dribble, but in terms of like trying to post up and bang with him, like go do something else.
Ron, I got a feeling tonight.
Jared Allen, go do something else.
Ron, I got a feeling like about halfway through the third quarter, you're gonna regret saying this about Al Horford. I got a feeling it's just gonna come down tumbling. And you're gonna be like, damn.
Well, Jordan, the people that get a chance to see live because we're gonna be on playback, me and Ox watching this game. So make sure to pull up while I'm pointing out that Al Horford
is
food on the plate.
It's food.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
You
Man, I'm just saying,
saying
man.
that for a decade, and you ain't been right once.
Can I,
Maybe today's the day.
when we matching wits, right? When we're matching wits with both Mazzulla and Kenny Atkinson, I mean, I already know I know who Coach Mazzulla is in terms of him, wanting to shoot the long ball, get the Cavs defense as spread out as possible. Kenny Atkinson, on the other hand, how does his rotations counter what the Boston Celtics are doing? Because he got 10 guys. I know Dean Wade. I know Dean Wade. I think he rolled his ankle. I think he's out the lineup, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if he's playing tonight. And Max Strus, they haven't had Max Strus for the majority of the season. But
let's not forget Sam Merrill.
That's what I was about to say. Karis LeVert, Ty Jerome, Sam Merrill, George Niang, right? He's got 9-10 guys legit that he can go to, right? Legit that he can go to. So I'm wondering how Coach Mazzulla counters when he goes to his rotation guys, because Coach Mazzulla's rotation guys in Cada, Cornette. I mean, Sam House is one of the better perimeter defenders, I think, in the league. I think the difference is when he goes to those bigs, you can hunt those bigs. I can hunt Cornette. I can hunt Cada.
That don't mean it's going to work.
One more time.
That doesn't mean it's going to work.
I think it is, though. That's what I'm saying, because I feel like guys like Cada, I could get Cada in switching action. I could get Cada matched up on Darius Garland because of how switch heavy a team the Celtics are. I could get Cada matched up on Sam Merrill on the wing. I could get that.
I'm gonna take that matchup with Cada on Sam Merrill.
That one I'll live with. The other one though, Chill, I don't want that. And I know you always say a lot about that, about the Celtics switching too much. When you have those guys in, Cada, Cornette, I can see where you're coming from. But are they gonna allow that to happen? Let me think. Peyton Pritchard. Is Peyton Pritchard not going to chase on that? Is he just going to just allow them to switch? Is Peyton Pritchard not going to chase around that screen and keep chasing? Like, I can't see that. I cannot see Peyton Pritchard leaving Darius Garland and Cada on the perimeter.
Now, remember what kind of offense we're talking about here. We're not talking about just one screen. We're talking about a number of different screens. And Coach Atkinson, he's a master at continuously hunting the mismatch. He's been really good at that, right? So if I screen, again, you got the Boston Celtics as one of the better switch teams in the league, heavy switch teams in the league. So if I'm screening Pritchard, I'm not screening Pritchard once to get the mismatch. I may screen 1, 2, 3 times to get that mismatch. And then I find Cornette switched on. I might find Cornette switched on to Okoro, or I might find Cornette switched on to Karis LeVert. And I don't want that matchup. No, I don't.
And so, from a defensive standpoint, as a coach chair, what are you doing to try to avoid that? I know.
I think we have to chase, Ox. I think that we got to chase. I think we got to show more, because if I look at what Cleveland has been doing at the long ball line, Cleveland's good at the long ball line, but there are guys who I'll live with shooting. There are guys who I'll live with shooting more than others. So I think that we got to chase at the long ball line. I feel like we got to chase on the perimeter more than just switching, because if we keep switching, we're playing right into their hands, getting those mismatches that they want. We got to chase. We got to show hard too. We have to.
There's got to be a lot of early ball pressure as well. Like there has to be a lot of early ball pressure. You can't let them just walk the ball up. You know what I'm saying? You got to get as much time off that shot clock as possible before they start getting into all those multiple screens. That way, when they finally do get the switch, there's 6 seconds on the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to do something now. We can't allow that to have that mismatch when it's 12, 13, 11 seconds on shot clock, so we can get, so they can toy with the big. If anything, it has to be 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and they got to go quick. You know what I'm saying? Give Cada a chance to maybe get 1 or 2 turns, keep a hand up, and make a contested shot. Early ball pressure is the I think the best way to save those type of switches after. Like
we can't have the Celtics. We can't have the Celtics getting into their offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. No. That's way too much time because that's a lot of mismatch hunting that they could do. Same thing with Cleveland. Like we can't have Cleveland getting into their offense and it's 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Right. But why y'all so like why y'all so gun-ho on the mismatch hunting? Like we just guaranteed this is a bucket because we're gonna mismatch hunt on the Celtics.
The idea, Jordan. That's the idea, Jordan.
I think the idea that on the Celtics is not. I don't know if that's gonna work like that. Like the idea on the Celtics that you're gonna mismatch hunt. That's mismatch hunt the Celtics. You think you
well, what we not
that game plan?
Yes, you know why? Because you know, okay, you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna go after Derek White. I'm not gonna go after Drew Holiday. I'm not going after Jason Tatum. I'm not consistently I'm picking on the weakest of the bunch. That's who I'm gonna try to pick on.
But I'm help defense.
Help defense 100%. But here's the difference. The difference with the help defense, because we got shooters, we got guys who can score, we got guys who can score around the rim. That's the difference when it comes to the help. That's why you can't help as much, as opposed to if we didn't have that, you don't have to extend your defense. When we got guys who can score, that stretches your defense out. Where now you can't help. I want to do everything that I can to get you guys in as much individual action as possible, like with Mobley, with Jared Allen around the rim. I want to get that kind of action the most. I don't want to just give Tyrese Haliburton the ball and him go one-on-one. No, I want to get him in mismatches where he's matched up on Cornette. I want to get him in mismatches where he's matched up with Kata. I want to get that kind of action going on. I don't want to get a mismatch. I don't want to get a matchup where I'm going after Jason Tatum with Evan Mobley. I don't want that.
I don't even think the Cavs actually even play like that. I think they just gonna run a bunch of sets and try to get downhill and try to play read and react basketball. But for them to go in there with the game plan of we just better one-on-one players than they are one-on-one defenders, that's just not, to me. I just can't see that working out for them in their favor. Like they haven't been playing like that all year. So why start against the Celtics? Not against the 76ers, not against the Brooklyn Nets, not against the Bucks, but the Celtics.
The Rockets too.
But I think you misunderstand. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying, though, Jordan. I ain't saying that we're going to play one. I'm not saying that we're going to play one-on-one basketball all night. No, what I am saying though is we do have to take advantage of mismatches, and we got to take advantage of the Celtics' weakness, which is their switch-heavy team, and we got to take advantage of that. We're going to run our action, and we're going to get screen.
Why is that a weakness?
Well, because you got one guy in this. You have a guy that's in the lineup that we can go after.
I don't think you can go after him though. Like with their team defense,
with the crew that we have in Cleveland, in Cleveland, the crew that we have, that is the guy we can go after. Now we're gonna still run our sets, 100%. We're gonna still do that. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that all night long we're just gonna play one-on-one basketball. No, but we do have to get mismatches. We 100% have to do that. And
it's
the guy
really difficult to get mismatches against guards who can guard wings and wings who can guard bigs. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Celtics positional versatility. Who on the Cleveland Cavaliers presents a mismatch for Jason Tatum? Like, who's a real mismatch?
And that's why we're not going after Tatum. That's not
okay. So who's a mismatch for Drew Holiday?
Right. Keep going.
Who's a
mismatch but then you're just like you're saying
you're talking about a whole bunch
of isolation basketball, but it sounds like, and this is what it sounds like from just the third party listening. We want to run isolation on Al Horford all game. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah,
and they're not going to let you.
I don't want to run. Yeah. I don't want. I want to run our sets, but I do want to go after Al Horford as part of the game plan. I do want to do that.
Look, we talked about who.
That's when everyone's game.
We talked about who the Cavs beat, right? Did we talk about who the Celtics beat? And did we talk about why they're not a perfect team so far? So they blew out the Knicks in the home open in the opener. Then they beat Washington. They beat Detroit. They beat Milwaukee. Then they lost in overtime to the Pascal Siakam led Indiana Pacers. I think that's what they called them. That the team over in Indiana.
Right? Benedict Mathurin led Indiana Pacers that night.
Anyone but
Pascal shot 6 for 8 from 3, and he hit the go-ahead bucket. But sure, Benny the bucket.
Who had 30?
Was it Benny the bucket?
Didn't somebody have 35 that game?
I don't know.
Who had 35 that game?
I'm not mistaken. Somebody had 35 and 14 that game.
I don't know.
Haliburton?
I
don't know.
Nevertheless, so they lose the Indiana Pacers, then they beat the Hornets, the Atlanta Hawks. Then they lost.
Liar. Tyrese Haliburton had 8 points. What are you talking about?
Who had 35 that game, Ron?
Jason Tatum.
Okay, bro.
Oh damn, that was nasty. Okay, you had me thinking. I'm like, is this last year? I don't think.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
say Wayne, I
Tyrese
just said
Haliburton had
these
17.
are 35.
Tyrese
That's all
Haliburton
I
had 17.
said.
Tyrese Haliburton
Wow.
had 17.
Then they lost to the Golden State Warriors, the same Golden State Warriors team that the Cavs blew out. Okay,
Smoked them.
and they beat the Nets. They beat the Bucks. They lost to the Hawks, 117-116.
Mhm.
They beat the Brooklyn Nets and they beat the Raptors. They haven't played anybody either. Is that fair? And if they have played somebody, they lost to them. So who
It's
have they
fair,
really?
but Ken,
Who have
it's
they
fair,
really
but
beaten?
Ken, they won.
No.
I'm not
hear
gonna lie.
you.
We're gonna
But
say this
I'm actually
about
gonna take
Everybody,
team.
Mars.
I'm
gonna
gonna say
I'm
this
gonna
about
take this
every
another
Maybe
way.
the league is just
team.
sorry, actually.
I'm gonna take this another way.
Bring me back to the
One of the
1949 Capitals, man.
apart from the fact that the Celtics shoot god awful number of threes every single game, regardless of
Yeah,
whether
that's
they're going in
annoying.
or not. 60,
That's just
65, 55. The lead this team has over like most threes taken is probably the largest lead in NBA history that I've ever seen in my life over the second place, third place team. Like the average team versus the outlier, they are such an outlier in terms of the number of threes they take. But the one thing that's bothered me about this team since going back to last season is they really like to play down to their competition. They really, really like play down to their competition. The reason they were in overtime against the Raptors is because they really just sleepwalked through the first half, right? So when you have that natural tendency to play down to your competition, you're not a non-competitive team. You just have bigger goals. And so the Celtics are not thinking about being 15-0, winning 72 games. They're thinking about defending their championship, right? They're a mature team and an immature team at the same time. So from that perspective, you think about like the 73 win Warriors that lost that lost in the championship, and you think about it, you're like, did we burn out too much energy trying to prove to the world how good we were in November? So the Celtics are pacing themselves. I think the reason that Ron is saying this might be a big game, and the reason we should all get excited about this game is because maybe for one night, the Boston Celtics are going to abandon the strategy of we don't care, we're just going to play down to our competition, and actually just go out there and be generally dogs. Like I see a world, and this is going to sound really crazy, in which they could actually blow the Cavs out,
Smoke them.
smoke them by like 25, just to shut the narrative down. Because again, if you lose to the Cavs, that's going to be legit because you're healthier than the Cavs right now. Everybody's back.
I mean,
you got your crew.
I mean,
you don't get
they
it
might
on
just
KP,
beat the
but
hell out there. They might just beat the hell out of them just because of the fact that Joe Mazzulla is kind of sick. So he probably like, well, you know, they undefeated. Let's put a defeat on their record. You know, he just talked motivation like that. They might just beat the hell out of them like that. That's the motivation speech when they go.
Well, like we won't continue to be a part of history.
Yeah, he gonna
We won't
say
allow
something
this to go
weird.
no
Like
further.
that.
Mazzulla's like really got a good grasp on the mind. Like he seems to really get it, and it's really interesting to listen to some of his deeper interviews because you get a feeling of like how he's getting these guys ready.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I could just imagine him all day being like, guys, we're the number 2 team in the East right now. We're number 2. We're facing the championship favorites and just getting these guys really pissed off all game to the point where they want to just go out. Like I'm saying there's a
He
talent
is
gap
that kind of
between
coach, man. He's the kind of
Yeah,
coach
so
to
I'm
say.
saying.
He's that kind of coach to
relevant
say
stuff
something
to
like,
that.
you know, we ain't really gonna be able to slow down Donovan Mitchell tonight. So, you know,
Ain't no way he gonna say that. Ain't no way he gonna say that. Chill. Ain't no way he gonna go in there and say we ain't gonna be able to slow down him tonight.
Why is it ridiculous to think that coaches don't do that? I mean,
I'm saying he's not gonna say that.
It's not ridiculous to think that coaches don't play those kind of psychological war games. Yes, they do. 100.
They for sure.
We're not gonna be able to slow down Donovan Mitchell. And these dudes looking at Donovan Mitchell like, you don't think we can slow him down? Okay, let's get to the bottom of that. Coaches, that's something that coaches do all the time when they challenge players psychologically. So, I don't know how well we're gonna be able to keep Evan Mobley off the glass. Oh, you don't think we can do that? Okay, let's get to the bottom of that. That's the kind of psychological warfare that I can see.
I don't think he had to do that with an NBA championship team. He don't have to do that. They won a championship. They stopped Luka. They stopped whoever they had to stop last year. They're not worried about Donovan Mitchell and
they
Evan
won a
Mobley.
team that's 15-0.
They really didn't stop Donovan Mitchell last year, though.
It's the
They
regular
ain't
season,
stopped
bro.
Donnie.
Ain't no way I'm going in the locker room telling my NBA champs that we can't slow somebody down. What?
They might not do that, Jordan, but coach still got to coach whether or not they win a championship or not.
For
Now,
sure, but he ain't gonna do that, though.
I hear you. I hear you. I don't know what he's gonna say. He might not say that, but you still like. I'm just kind of going on to your point when you said that you don't got to say something to motivate the championship team. Like you still got to coach, bro. They still got to.
But don't piss them off. Don't have them thinking like, bro, we just won a championship, bro. What the hell is you talking about, bro? They don't need that type of motivation.
There it is right there.
A good coach knows his team. You never know what they might need.
That's how your ass get annoying. That's how your ass get annoying and lose the locker room right there when you start saying
you can't be worried about being annoying as a coach, though.
Yeah, you gotta.
In fact, I think you actually should be annoying. You should be repeating things. You should be overemphasizing things. You should be on your players.
Look, no, I'm telling you, sometimes as a coach, you should, like, the less words you say sometimes matters. Like, you don't need to be talking too much.
Less is more. Sure.
Yes, because people, like, after a while, like, you calling people out, they get annoyed by that too. Like, sometimes they just don't want to hear right now. They agree with you, but you steady just badgering them. They gonna eventually like, all right, bro, shut your ass up, bro.
Yeah, but Jordan, you don't how, because you're around a lot of players. You don't know that one player, or maybe not even that one, a bunch of players that you always hear something from. Oh man, my coach don't know what the hell he doing. He this and that. Yeah. Like, how you know if your coach know what he do? Bro, go listen to your coach, bro. I hate when basketball players be doing
I do hate that too. I do hate that too.
Oh, this coach did this. This coach did that. Like, bro, he coaching. Let coach. There's a lot of coachable. I don't think this Celtics team is that coachable, is that type of player team that's not coachable. But I also agree with you, Jordan, where I don't think this Celtics team is the type of team that needs, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you need to Drew Holiday, like, oh, y'all can't stop Donovan Mitchell. Drew Holiday, because to your point, Drew Holiday go look like, you go, what? Like,
I've been doing this shit my whole career. What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
With that being said, though, you do got to know your team. You can't go the same approach every time. So you never know. You might got to piss your team off with saying something like that. They might have had a lax week.
I'm just saying, Jordan, if you don't do that, maybe Trae Young will come and give you 19 assists. Did y'all
see Trae Young last night? Oh my God,
bro. I'm just saying.
Dyson Daniels last night.
What you say? Wait. Dyson Daniels got a hell of a stop at the end of the game, but let's not act like he was locking shit all game. That's not what happened. He was definitely not. In fact, he so unable to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox that De'Aaron had to get mismatches and was finding open players because Dyson Daniels can't stay in front of him.
It wasn't just De'Aaron he couldn't stay in front of.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels.
So now Dyson Daniels getting slammed.
Dyson Daniels is a hell of a defender, and I really like what I've been seeing from him. I'm just making it clear nobody can stay in front of De'Aaron Fox, and Dyson Daniels is no exception to that rule. But that last stop, that was a great stop. I like DeAndre Hunter, how he was getting big in front of him. I think De'Aaron thought he was gonna spin off and had an open look. Dyson, like, no, I wish De'Aaron would have seen Trey Lyles right there at the nail. That was the right move, that right pass to make. But Dyson Daniels was doing his thing last night.
Why do we get so wrapped up in like what you just said? Dyson Daniels, he couldn't stay in front of De'Aaron Fox. Oh, you hate Dyson Daniels? Yo, the NBA got ballers. The best players, the best defenders get fried. That happens.
Yo, absolutely.
Mars, you egging on real trolls and casuals when you do that, Mars. Because you know that's not what I'm saying, bro. I think Dyson Daniels did amazing. It's like that last stop, getting that stop when it mattered is huge. But let's not act like the possession before that De'Aaron just didn't put one in him. And let's not act like he wasn't getting that Dyson all game.
Hold on. It wasn't just De'Aaron putting stuff in that boy.
Wait.
Come on, Ron.
Keon Ellis filled him up with a bunch too.
A
lot of it was what? Because I was watching.
A lot of that was because of their inability to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox, and De'Aaron Fox forcing mismatches, forcing switches, forcing guys to collapse on him, and finding these shooters, mostly Keon Ellis, finding dudes because they cannot stay in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's if you watch, you can see that where somebody got to help, somebody got to switch, because I can't do it. As good as Dyson Daniels is on defense, he can't stay in front of De'Aaron Fox. People have to help. De'Aaron Fox most of the time I think was making the right passes. I really want to talk about Trae Young for a second because I never get a chance to praise Trae Young. Trae Young might be what he scored 5 last night or whatever.
7.
But the way
Seven,
the boy,
19 and
the way
6.
that boy was passing that
7.
basketball, man, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, Trae.
19 and 6.
Hey,
Bro, he's been doing that though. He's been doing that.
Keon, I know, but last night was just a little different to me. I'm looking like, yo,
he wasn't out there chucking, and he did only shoot 1 for 7 from the field, but he wasn't out there chucking.
That's the thing that ruined it for me a lot of the times, Jordan. It'd be like, yo, like, why would you shoot that? I think he was kind of, I don't know if he's still like maybe a little labored from whatever injury he was just going through. I'm not sure if that's had something to do with it, but it looked like he was really, really focused on facilitating last night. And when
I think he do that all the time, but his team isn't really. His team just isn't that good, bro. Like I think that's what's like that's the part that we kind of don't talk about with Trae Young. Like he's a hell of a player, bro. Special talent, but his team isn't that. Like his team isn't that, and he been complaining about it for years. Like, bro, look at my numbers with the team that I have. He just don't say it like that, but he's saying like, bro, look at my numbers with the team I have. Look what I'm doing, and nobody is praising that. He don't never make the All-Star team. No, but like, how as the coach you coach against him damn near every night and you in the Eastern Conference and you say he can't make the All-Star team. How you come up with that? Well, All-NBA team.
Jordan, I do want to say though, I think that this is probably the best he's had to work with maybe since he got there.
That's what I'm saying though.
Like Dyson Daniels is underrated offensively in his ability to actually play. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing it. What I'm saying is Dyson Daniels. Mm-hmm. He's beyond competent offensively. We give him all this defensive praise. We don't give him enough praise for his offense, his ability to score, his ability to play make, be a secondary, almost like a secondary point guard over there. Jalen Johnson is the truth. He didn't play last night, but he is the truth. He is a legitimate number 2. Mars has been singing his praises for a while now. If you guys don't know, Jalen Johnson is him. And Zachary, we should say he's starting to kind of get there.
Of course.
Ron, question, Ron.
What's up?
From a talent standpoint, this crew, just from a talent standpoint alone, them and the team that went to the East Finals, where you got them at?
And not close. Like I'm saying,
okay. I'm telling you, I think this team is better. I really do.
What?
I really think this team is better.
Not yet. You gotta let
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson get better, bro.
The thing about Ricochet is his job is to spot up and play defense. And he's solid.
That's all he's been doing. Yeah, that's all he's been doing. But he's a rookie though. You can't give him that praise, Ron. You can't give him that.
I can't give him what praise?
You can't give him that like that he's that solidified because
you guys brought up Ricochet. I was going in a whole different direction. What you guys are gonna do is try to slander Ricochet, say he's a rookie, say he's not proven.
Oh no, okay, I like Ricochet.
Whatever. You can do that. The 2 people I'm running to is Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels.
They're the only reason why I watch the Hawks.
They would be the second and third best player on that team.
I don't watch them for no
Chill. You don't watch them for Trae Young?
I don't watch
why you acting like John Collins wasn't doing that?
Because John Collins couldn't tie Jalen Johnson's draws. Jaw strings.
Come on, Ron.
He couldn't do it. Come on, Ron. He could not do it. What Jalen Johnson does everything that John Collins does and more.
Are you sure?
I don't know if you think Aaron Johnson is Michael Jordan, but he's not that.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's complete. Cool. He brings so much more to the table than John Collins.
Was balling last night too. Yeah,
and they still have DeAndre Hunter, and they still have Bogey, but now they just got these other 2 guys that play both sides of the ball and do bring so much more to the table.
No, I didn't say he was great. I said he played good last night.
Okay, if the question is if Trae Young has had a lot of support around him, the answer is definitively no.
Not close at all. Like
he's had competent NBA players. I respect Bogdanovich,
and he makes them better. He makes them better too.
Playing with a passer like that will make you better. There's just a lot of players who haven't played very well there, and you wonder if that has something to do with the off-court stuff. Like who are you as a leader? Who are you as a teammate? Who are you as a practice guy? I don't know because I'm not there.
Trey, good dude,
only time.
No, I'm positive. I'm positive. Trey's a great dude.
John Collins was also?
No,
way.
My bad.
If you're gonna compare, but if you're gonna compare what Trae Young has to work with versus what Tyrese Haliburton has to work with over in Indiana, it's not that close.
Man, Trae Young would be killing with Indiana right now.
Facts. And
destroying.
I don't and the thing about Trey is I don't think he necessarily gets the credit that he deserves as a passer. So I'm really glad that Ox said that.
He better than Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook.
I was really enjoying the way he
Yes.
was facilitating that ball.
Yes,
last
bro.
night.
Trey Young, bro. Trey Young is legit, bro.
Don't say
Like,
that
I
so
don't-
loosely.
It just is what it is. It's just he's really legit at that point guard position. I know y'all might not like some of his shots, some of his timing of them shots,
I hate a lot of his shots.
but he legit, bro. And that's because he's playing on a team like that where he feels like he has to be that dude to take them shots. Now, I'm not agreeing with all of them, but I understand. But he legit, bro. But let's go back to the Kings game because once again, I'm back on this show again saying the same thing. When De'Aaron Fox wants to be that guy, it's nothing you can do with it. I've been telling y'all this, and it's not. So when y'all see him score how many points in 3 games? What we at, about 130? 3 games?
No, more than that. He had one like 148 or something like that.
Bruh, y'all think that's luck, or y'all just move?
Nobody think that's luck.
Why we ain't gonna talk about it though? Why we ain't gonna? Because
You wasn't here. Jordan,
Hey, hold on, Jordan. Relax, yo. He averaging 54 in 2 games. He ain't doing that on the regular. Chill out, okay? Relax.
It's not many people are capable of doing it for 2
doing
games.
that.
Jordan, why you
Chill,
wasn't
this
here
was
yesterday,
Donovan
bro? I needed you yesterday.
you know,
54 and a half for 2 games? Okay. Only
Chill.
3
If
guys
Donovan
saw
Mitchell
do it.
did that, you
Okay,
would be
sure.
on the panel.
Okay, so you get credit for
But
it, regardless of how sustainable.
But he
it
had
is.
38 last night, though.
Okay,
Chill.
sure. I
Oh,
can
no,
respect the
he had
fact that he did
28.
that.
My
I
bad.
also
Yeah,
saw
28.
Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell
yeah,
go
yeah.
for
My
71, and they
My
asked
bad.
him to come into the room, and he had to pee in the cup because he's like, wait a minute, yo. We can appreciate that you're
No,
nice. We don't know if
bro.
you're that nice. Hold on.
No,
Let's make sure.
I'm telling
Because
y'all, bro.
De'Aaron
I'm
wasn't
telling
nice
y'all.
enough to have to pee in the cup.
I'm just
De'Aaron-
saying, okay.
Maybe
you
next
ain't
time.
too
can do that.
good.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, Garen can do that whenever. That's not his, bro. It's killer instinct.
No, he can't do that whenever.
Hey, chill,
He ain't getting
chill,
50 on a
chill,
Tuesday.
chill. No,
No,
chill,
he not.
chill.
Bro.
He might not do that on the regular, but I do think De'Aaron's capable of doing more.
I'm telling you,
I 100% believe in what Jordan's talking about. If De'Aaron just was like, if it's no Sabonis, no DeMar, no Malik, or just 1 or 2 of the 3 on any given night, if he just like, yo, I need 40 tonight. If Mike Brown
will
pulls him
get
to the side,
40,
grabs him
bro.
by his
I
jersey, and
promise
says,
you.
yo, we need 40 tonight, I wholeheartedly believe that boy can put his head down and get 40 in his sleep.
Bro, I remember after a game, they played the Clippers probably like 2 or 3 years ago. And he had just came back from an injury. And he was like, and we seen him at the end of the game, and he had like maybe like 19, 18. And he was like, man, I ain't really feel like playing now. I'm kind of a little banged up. That's his attitude. I'm telling you, like, that's how he thinks. Like, I ain't really feel like doing this tonight. But when he feel like it, it's nothing you can do with him, bro. Nothing. Where's his weakness? Where's his weakness?
At the long ball line.
Jordan's no,
No.
I mean,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
but
No,
that-
it's not.
Hey, yeah, you can say that, but that's what you live with. It's not necessarily
Yeah,
weakness.
that ain't no weakness. That's what you
Well,
live
one
with.
of the main reasons why he getting what he getting now is because, to Ox's point earlier in the show, nobody can stay in front of him. So his ability to get downhill, he's finishing at the rim. He's finishing at the rim. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's finishing at the rim at almost 80%. That's elite. That is elite. And him getting downhill, I think he's shooting in the mid range. I think he's shooting like 48. I think he's shooting like 48 in the mid range. That's elite. So when you got a lead guard that's shooting like that and getting to the rim like that, it's pretty difficult to stay in front of him. I think he's one of the 5 best lead guards in the game. I ain't gonna argue that. I've always felt like that about him. But the idea that he could do this in his sleep, well, just so we clear, it ain't like De'Aaron Fox just showed up 2 or 3 years ago. He's been in the league 7 years now. Okay, I think we're in year 8.
Yeah, he almost averages 30 on 50%. Chill.
Yes, he is. 100% he is.
Tell you
Now,
something. Like that's
it
what I'm
does tell
telling
me
you.
something. It tells me that he a bad you know what. What you trying to sell me as he's always been like this. How come I ain't always seen that?
Has. Because I keep trying to tell you because he don't want to. That's why. He don't want to. That's why I'm telling you, dude. He has this whenever he wants. That's why y'all seeing what y'all seeing from. Whenever he want to switch it on, he gonna show you, bro. Like it's nothing y'all.
I mean, is that real? Is that realistic that we got a guy who, I can get 50 in a month. If I want to, I could be 50 a game for a month.
I think y'all.
Because I hear the reason why. And real quick, Ox, I want you to stay on this point. Ox, I want you to stay on this point because I have a difficult time when I hear stuff like I hear LeBron James go, if I wanted to average a triple double, if I wanted to lead the league in scoring, I could do it. Do it then. I don't want to hear that.
But he doesn't want to.
Everybody don't have that mentality. Everybody don't have that
doesn't wanna hear that
mentality
shit.
though.
He doesn't want
Don't
to.
tell me
Everybody don't have
that.
that.
Don't tell me that.
Bro, I
Don't
was
tell
trying to
me
tell y'all,
that.
Fox.
So you don't think LeBron could have got 1 more assist and 2 more rebounds a game? You don't think he could have done that?
I don't think he could have led the league in scoring every year. I don't. No, I don't.
LeBron definitely could lead the league in
If
scoring
LeBron-
if he wanted to.
He
If
said he
LeBron,
said he could have led the league in
if
scoring
prime
every year.
LeBron wanted to average 38, no
He
one
would
stopping
definitely do that. Nobody
Do it
would
then.
stop that.
Do
But
it.
there's a
I don't want to
difference.
hear that.
No, because
I don't
this
wanna
is the
hear
thing.
that.
This is I guess not the misunderstanding, but like being able to do something statistically and doing it while winning are two different things.
Two different things.
There's a bunch of Karl Anthony Towns, if he wanted to and a team allowed him to, could average 35 if he wanted to. But everyone knows for winning NBA games, winning in the playoffs, that's not a conducive way of playing basketball where we just force feed Karl Anthony Towns till he gets 35. Same thing with LeBron James. If he wanted to average 40, he probably could. But when it comes to getting your teammates involved, keeping them in rhythm, keeping the flow of the game, all of the other things, you probably have to scale back what you are physically capable of to account for your team. There's a bunch of guys who can do more than what they're doing statistically, but they don't because it's not in the team's best interest. It's not for the best interest of winning, and it's not the best interest of your teammates. Someone being a 27-point per game scorer does not mean they are only capable of scoring 27. Kevin Durant's career high is 56 points. If Kevin Durant went all out and said, okay, forget trying to win the game, forget doing this, and that, you think Kevin Durant isn't capable of scoring 60? Like, are we serious? We think Kevin Durant can't score 60? We think James Harden peaked out at 36, he couldn't have averaged 40? Like, it's possible.
I think it goes both ways, Mars. I think it's a little bit of both. Like, I get what you're saying. Obviously, I think a lot of players can score more points, and yes, it would probably hurt their team. But to Chill's point, it's kind of like, bro, we don't want.
Yeah, but then also it's also okay.
Like,
if you're capable of it, but you haven't done it, like we're not gonna give you the credit of. Oh,
Right.
And it's like
I agree with that. I'm not gonna be like, hey, this guy can shoot like Steph, he just doesn't do it. I'm not gonna do that. But I can also understand that guys are also capable of more than what they do on a lot of teams. There's a bunch of guys who are capable of doing more. That's what I'm
Dyson
saying.
Daniels.
No, I feel that's.
Yeah, but I mean, I tried to tell people
right.
about
Like,
that.
it's bad. It's just it would be a bad move for Bron to try to average 50. So I get what you're saying.
I don't think it would be a bad move.
The earlier point, like what Jordan was saying, I think you're getting hung up on the number. Like when Jordan said he could do this, I'm pretty sure Jordan's not saying that De'Aaron can score 60 every night whenever he wants to. I hope
you telling me he can get whatever
he's saying he can play. He can play this way. He can be this aggressive. He can bring that killer out. Like I agree with Jordan on that. I don't think De'Aaron Fox can just go out there and I'm getting 60 tonight, like every day. No, you can't do that, De'Aaron.
Not every day, but you can do it 40.
You can be a killer every night and be more aggressive every night and not. And you know what? And remember, my big thing with De'Aaron was I think sometimes he gets frustrated and just be like, here, Malik, take the ball. Malik ain't here.
Yeah.
Malik ain't here. DeMar ain't here. So now he's like, well, I'm not just gonna keep giving it to Kevin and I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So so I think that has a lot to do with it. Shout out to Keon Ellis.
It comes down to process over outcomes. That's the thing that Penn's been kind of talking about for a while. The process of what De'Aaron Fox has done in recent games, in terms of the aggressiveness, in terms of not settling for outside shots, in terms of getting to where he wants, getting into the teeth of the defense, all of those things. I think that's what Jordan and Ox are saying. He can do that whenever he wants. He can get wherever he wants on the floor. He can get to whatever spot he's comfortable with and not let the defense off the hook. Now, does that equal to 40 points every game? No, because there's some games where you're just not making shots. Some games where the defense is going to treat you differently, blah, blah, blah. But the process of doing that and putting the constant pressure on defenses, that's what he can replicate every game. Now, is it going to be 40 and then 21 game? That's possible because there's variance in the shots you're taking, different defenses, all of those things. But the process of actually how he's coming about it, that's easier to replicate. Which is
that's exactly what I'm talking about, more.
And that's what I'm saying too. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Now, with that being said, can I counter that with? Wouldn't it be also a double-edged sword when you got guys like DeRozan, you got guys like Monk out the lineup, and you got guys where now he has to do more. And then you get these guys back in the lineup and you don't see him do as much. And you're asking, well, why aren't you doing more? You could do this whenever you want, but I got these guys in the lineup and I'm basically playing off of them. I can be more aggressive for my team and this could be more conducive to winning. Why am I not doing that more?
I don't know, because it's his team. Regardless, he don't need to cater to DeMar DeRozan, cater to Malik Monk. They need to cater to him. It's
that's a fact.
Fox's team.
That's
what I'm
fact.
saying. And sometimes he gets guys on his team, and I don't know if it's because all his life he's been playing with bums. In high school, De'Aaron Fox played with bums, bro. So I don't know if he's just happy to have.
He ain't played with bums at Kentucky. He ain't played with bums at Kentucky.
Not at Kentucky, but I'm saying in high school, bro. I don't know if he's just happy to be like, here you go.
Well, that was 1 year in his whole life. The rest of the years before and after.
Bums, bro. It's his team, bro. The Sacramento franchise is in De'Aaron Fox's hand. They need to cater to him. And I promise you, they will be a more dangerous team if every guard in the NBA knew I had to deal with De'Aaron Fox every night, like I got to deal with Steph Curry. If we had that mentality of, oh, bro, you dealing with De'Aaron Fox tonight, man, he was scared of people, bro. The team should be a top 2 or 3 team.
I mean, let's be clear about one thing, Jordan. It's not like there aren't guys who don't see De'Aaron Fox and be like, yeah, I got De'Aaron Fox tonight. He gives Ja Morant a business every time he sees Ja Morant, he kicks Ja Morant's ass. Every time he's
but that's just Ja Morant. He only gonna play him 4 times out the year. We talking about 82 games.
3 times.
I mean, there's no one who can deal with De'Aaron Fox consistently.
Nobody.
Right, but I mean, I think we gotta kind of dial it down though, Jordan, because I think you're trying to find that healthy medium where it's not like I think you trying to in a sense kind of feed the needy. You know what I'm saying? Like let me get everybody else involved because I can get mine when I want. Like when the game was that against the Suns when DeMar was going crazy
and then Fox said it's my turn.
Like, all right, bro, like step aside, brother. I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think De'Aaron kind of stands on that a little too much though. And so I'm with you on that because I say that all the time. Like I need you to be more aggressive, and sometimes where you just kind of play second fiddle. There's no reason he should. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Coach Brown. I can't say certainly, but I would assume Coach Brown isn't like De'Aaron. I need you to give him the ball. Give him the ball. Watch out. Like I think De'Aaron's probably trying to take it on himself to be more of a point guard that feed. You know, like I said, he's feeding.
He only averaged 5 assists.
Yeah,
but that's the way that offense
runs. He passed the ball. When he passed the ball, DeMar DeRozan has the ball at the top of the key.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Sabonis has the ball in his hands a lot too.
Well, the offense runs through Sabonis. I think the offense runs through Sabonis. I think Fox is the primary ball handler, but they run the O through Sabonis.
Mm-hmm. I would much rather have De'Aaron average 30, 32 than for him to average 7 to 8 assists. I think that makes them a better team because Sabonis is doing the passing anyway. Like him averaging 30, 32 makes them a harder team to beat.
Why is my league gonna have to average 30? No,
because the game has changed.
I don't have good ballers on my crew. Why does my league gonna have to average?
Yeah, I don't think De'Aaron has to average 32.
Hell no.
But chill, you know why? You know why he has to average 30? Because he's capable of it. Remember that?
No.
How many? Because he's capable
right now. He
averages
28 right now.
Hold on. No. Also, though, like I was just trolling when I said that. But like in all seriousness, the reason why I think De'Aaron needs to go like that is because everybody else will fit in. He'll make everybody else's life easier.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
It's the game within the game, right? You got to activate all your players so that your offense becomes a little less predictable. It's a lot of diminishing returns. Obviously, when you keep going to the same thing over and over again, defenses adjust. I think if you want to counter the De'Aaron Fox is not assertive enough, why don't you play him with the second unit a little bit more? So let DeMar and let Domas go out a little bit. Give him more run with players that he feels like he needs to carry to get your buckets there. Then it's the best of both worlds. But you got to get DeMar his touches. You got to get him his touches. You're not going to play defense for you if you don't get him his touches. He's going to fall out of rhythm if you don't get touches. If you go 7 times down the court and DeMar DeRozan doesn't take a shot, eight times down the court, DeMar DeRozan doesn't get to do that dribble stuff, he falls out of rhythm. Now, next time you throw him the ball, he's out of rhythm. So this is a game within the game. The goal for the Sacramento Kings is to win a championship, or at least to advance in the playoffs. It's not for De'Aaron Fox to average 32 points so that some people can be happy about, look, my point guard is. No, but I hear you.
He's saying he thinks it's in the Kings' best interest. He's saying
I don't, but that's the thing. I don't think it's in the Kings' best interest to do that. And here's a cool thing about De'Aaron Fox is he can turn it on. He can turn it on, right? So his game plan going into most games is I'm gonna let these guys get theirs, and then in the end, when everyone's activated and our team is very difficult to stop, now I'm going to get mine because no one can stop me one-on-one, which is great. And that's why he's leading the league almost every single year in clutch scoring, isn't he?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
why.
I mean, he won the clutch already.
But that's when it counts.
But when John Morant,
Yes.
because John Morant is doing the opposite of what you're saying you want De'Aaron to do. We praised John Morant 2 weeks ago because he's being less aggressive as a scorer.
Look, man, like
but I want
y'all remember that Boston. Y'all remember the Sixers team.
They're not the
Y'all
same
remember
player.
the Sixers team
It's
that went to the
concept
finals
of
with Allen
keeping
Iverson,
everyone involved.
yes,
This is-
Aaron
yeah.
McKee, Eric Rowe, Eric Snow, all
Eric
those
Snow.
dudes, Jermaine Jones. Yo, those guys are not in the league anymore. Ain't
Right.
nobody in the league like Aaron McKee right now. They're just gone. Eric
Damn
Snow,
shame.
there is not a single Eric Snow in the league right now. So those dudes who are happy to take 6 shots and still be like super activated, those are a dying breed. Most guys want to get their shots. Most guys want to get their rhythm. Most guys are probably going to sulk on
De'Aaron only
defense
takes
if they
20
only get
shots
2
a game.
shots. No,
Only.
I
20
hear
shots
you.
is a lot of shots.
Give him the 22. Give him 22.
Just so you know,
DeMarcus
LaMelo Ball
is
is averaging 22 shots a game. Just so you know. That's what he's doing.
It's a lot of
But
shots.
Aaron
20 is a lot
McKee's
of
over
shots.
there though.
And the
So,
next
yeah.
guy
When
after
is, since
LaMelo
when is
Ball, just so
LaMelo
you know,
Ball
LaMelo
the
Ball is averaging-
epitome of championship culture?
That's the point.
De'Aaron
That's not the same team, though. They're not the
De'Aaron
same
is
team.
5th in the league in field goal attempts per game.
Y'all
Yeah,
look
He's
at
shooting
who-
50% though.
who's
He's
been
shooting
winning
50%.
I'm not saying he's inefficient. I'm
who
just
has
saying
been
he's getting a
winning
lot of shots.
championships? Look at the last 6 champions and tell me where do you see a selfish superstar there?
That doesn't make him selfish. I don't think him playing like that makes him selfish. Y'all think he just go down and chump.
Averaging
It's
30
not
a game for
selfish
your
if I
lead
can-
guard. That's a lot of points.
That's
Why do I
not
gotta
selfish.
do that
Chill, you're
much?
getting
Steph
caught
did
up.
that.
You're getting caught up in a
Steph did that.
traditional point guard.
No, I'm not.
And- but
No,
here's-
I'm not.
here's
You know
also-
why
here's
I'm
also-
not?
Steph
Because I
did
see-
that.
Here's
Steph
also the
did it.
thing. So chill. Can Jason Tatum
Luka-
average 30 and
Luka
they win a
did it last year.
championship?
Look at it last year.
They probably have a better chance of winning a championship if Jason Tatum scores 30.
Is
So
Jason Tatum their primary ball handler?
He's their primary scorer.
You just
Chill.
said, but
Okay,
chill.
he
He
you
probably
just
is
said-
their primary ball handler at this point.
You just said the offense runs through
Sabonis was
Sabonis.
they
Right.
primary ball hand. So why would I not take those shots then?
The reason
Like-
why you wouldn't, because as the point guard, your job is to get other people involved. You can get buckets because you got the ball.
But that's
You
not his
have the
job
ball.
with Sabonis.
So-
You just said that. You just said the offense gonna run through Sabonis. So that's
The
not
offense
his
does run
job.
through Sabonis 100%. But you with the ball, you still got to get the ball to Sabonis for the offense to run through Sabonis. You can do whatever you want, when you have the ball.
With
as the
Fox
lead
being
guard.
aggressive.
So
but
with Fox being aggressive, and now Fox getting downhill, and Fox getting to the rim,
Right.
and Fox scoring. So now
Right.
what you're not doing is we're not running the offense through Sabonis anymore. What we're not doing is we're not getting other people involved. We're running the offense with you having the ball and you being the primary scorer. That throws us off rhythm as bucket getters. That throws us off rhythm as an offense. That's why we get that's why we get stagnant. That's why our offense goes the other way. If I'm not mistaken, the game where he scored 60, just so you know, Jordan, they lost. They lost that game.
Though. Yes, but that's fine though. I'm just saying.
All right,
that
but
they're
you
not
got to
gonna
put context behind that.
lose. Yeah,
shit.
but they're not gonna lose.
They didn't
many
lose. They
games.
didn't
They're not
lose. As a matter of fact, if De'Aaron didn't score 60, if De'Aaron wasn't being aggressive, if De'Aaron wasn't going off, they would have lost by 30.
How do you know
De'Aaron
that?
Fox is the
I don't
only
know if they lost by
reason.
30, but
The
they- but they-
only
but they-
reason.
down 20.
I'm exaggerating, but I'm saying if De'Aaron Fox
They were down
didn't go
20.
crazy, they don't win that game. Because you want to know why? Because the killer on the other end, who also is a primary ball handler for the Minnesota Timberwolves, was killing. I need my dogs to bark. I need my sharks to bite. I need my killers to kill. I need my crooks to crook.
Ron, if
I
that's
need
true, then
De'Aaron
how
Fox.
does
I
that-
don't need De'Aaron Fox to be a halfway crook. I need De'Aaron Fox in killer mode from
we
start
don't want
to
De'Aaron
finish.
to be aggressive. No one
I
is saying
don't.
what,
It's not saying that I
what
don't
the
want him to
argument
be
is how much aggression do you want? How much aggression is worth
I want it
it
cranked
for
up to the
trade-
max.
30 a game.
for the,
I want
for
it
the
cranked
trade-off
up to the
of
max.
taking away from other people? Because there's
He's
a,
not
I don't
taking-
think it
he's
takes
not
there's a
away
fine
from
no,
other
because
people.
this is the reality of basketball. There's a finite amount of possessions. You can't just make shots appear from nowhere.
I'm
De'Aaron
not even saying
De'Aaron
just
taking
shoot.
more shots takes away shots from other people.
I'm
because
not
you
even
still
saying
only
just
have a
shoot,
certain amount of
Mars.
shots.
I'm
But
just saying be
talking about
aggressive and
Jordan's
get
point is-
downhill.
And then I agree, but that also opens up playmaking opportunities.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Absolutely.
Everyone is with you on De'Aaron Fox being a more aggressive player consistently. De'Aaron Fox getting downhill equals good things happen. That's what that
Right.
means.
For him
But,
and his teammates.
but De'Aaron Fox neglecting getting other people involved.
That's not what I'm saying. I never said that.
You're saying if you want De'Aaron Fox to average 32 points a game, he's going to have to use more of his team's resources to get to 32 points per game.
Jordan,
No,
you said you
no,
want
no,
him to
no,
shoot
no,
more
no,
Taking
no,
away
shots.
hold on,
from
hold on.
those
He's averaging
resources,
20 shots. You want him to shoot more shots. You said
Hold
that.
on, hold on.
which means
Keep
the
going,
shots have
Mars.
to
I'm
be
sorry
taken
for
away
interrupting
from
you,
someone
Mars.
else. That's how that
Hold
works.
on. No, hold on. What I'm saying is De'Aaron Fox being more aggressive opens up a lot for his teammates and certainly him because he
Jordan,
can
when
get
you
to
say
the
more
free throw
aggressive,
line.
more aggressive where? When you say more aggressive where?
Aggressive downhill, aggressive taking advantage of his matches up. Whether he shoots the ball every time, I'm not saying him have to shoot it every time, but I'm saying him putting pressure on the rim 100% of the time or 95% of the time. I'm going downhill. It opens up kicks. It opens up free throw attempts. It opens up that all the time. He's averaging 28 because he had a 60 ball. That's why he averaged 28. But I'm saying that if he's aggressive all the time, he don't necessarily have to be 60. It can be 30. It can be 28. It can be 32. It can be that majority of the time, and that still doesn't take away from your teammate because they will get their shot. And if anybody got a problem with De'Aaron Fox being more aggressive, who gives a damn? It's my team. We gonna win regardless.
Facts. Debo, hey,
like-
Debo,
like-
you brought
like-
your
like
non-winning
Ian
ass
said.
over here.
But Debo not gonna have a problem with that.
Malik, you the
DeMar
sixth
DeRozan
man.
not gonna have a problem with that.
TV,
bro.
you just spot up. DeMontis ain't tripping. DeMontis gonna do what
DeMar not
DeMontis
gonna
do.
have a problem with that, bro. DeMar will welcome. DeMar know when it's time to close the game, he can do that. He don't have a problem with De'Aaron Fox doing that. He cool with that.
No one's saying
Let me ask you a
De'Aaron Fox
question. Let me
being
ask you a
more
question.
aggressive is good. No one's arguing about more
Who's
aggression.
a better
Like,
offensive player, De'Aaron
on.
Fox or Kobe Bryant?
Kobe Bryant, of course.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
I'm glad we
Don't
all
do that.
agree.
Don't hold
Hang
on.
on.
No,
I don't know
Hang
if we
hold
all
on.
agree. I don't know if we all agree, but I
Oh,
mean,
dear
cover
God.
the arc.
It's
Cover
fine.
the arc.
We're not
It's
going
100%
Okay.
to discuss this. We just going to
No.
No,
No,
we're
we
not
don't
gonna
need to discuss
this.
that, bro.
No,
Stop
we
that.
don't.
The reason I'm asking
Alright.
is De'Aaron Fox is averaging 28 field goal attempts, 27, 28 field goal attempts per 100 possessions over the last 2 years. You know how many Kobe averaged when he was winning championships?
I don't know.
I mean,
21.
26, 25 per 100
Would you-
possessions. So I scaled it for the pace of the league
Okay.
per
Yeah,
100
but the game
possessions.
is different. Paying the game. is
No,
different.
the game is not different because it's per
Yes, it
100
is.
possessions.
Yes, but that's still
I-
different.
I-
Like the per 100
It
possessions
is
will be
different.
different.
What kind of shots are we getting per 100 possessions as opposed
Irrelevant.
to
You're talking. You're basically talking about him getting more shots up. You want him to score more points. You
what
want him to
kind
score
of shots is he
32.
getting though, Penn? Though it's not as simple as him just shooting the basketball. What are we getting in transition? What are we getting in the half court? What
That
are we
wasn't
getting
the
in
argument. The
isolation?
argument was you wanted him to score 32 points, and you're
Right,
presenting
and
a
how
case
is
that
he
he's not
getting
assertive
32?
enough offensively. So what I'm trying to tell you is that unless Kobe was starting with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown, he took around the same number of shots in his prime as current De'Aaron Fox, and we are all agreeing that Kobe Bryant deserves more shots than De'Aaron Fox. So what are we crying about here? That's what, like sometimes people get a narrative in their head and then the numbers do not back up the narrative. Right now, De'Aaron Fox, last year, De'Aaron Fox averaging 28 field goal attempts per 100 possessions. That's a lot of attempts. That's not an unassertive player.
If Kobe can do it, then Foxy can do it.
But
But
you
this
talking
goes
about
back-
with
this goes
Smush
back to
Parker? But man, you
capability,
said
bro.
Smush Parker and who else?
Smush
You said
Parker,
Smush
Kwame
Parker.
Brown.
Yes, but we're not talking about Fox with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. We're talking about with DeMar DeRozan and all those other guys. So like,
Yes, they're
I-
much better than Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. That's what I was saying. No, Kobe averaged 35 field goal attempts per 100 possessions when he had that team. The year that he went off and he scored 35.4 points per game. That year he averaged 35 field goal attempts per 100 possessions. But that was a massive deviation from his normal career arc. And most people thought that Kobe took too many shots throughout his career. People were like,
I
oh,
don't
why does
think
guy
they
like to
think-
shoot so much? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like why are we twisting this here? De'Aaron Fox takes a sufficient number of shots. We can all agree that he needs to be a little bit more assertive at times because there are quarters where he'll take one shot and you're like, bro, you could attack this matchup and open up more things for your defense. But then there are entire quarters where he takes over the game and it's amazing. And that's why he's leading the league in clutch scoring all these years. So it's like he picks his spots. But at the end of the day, I don't think De'Aaron Fox is a selfish player at all. And so I don't think he wants to go into the locker room. He got 60, everyone got 8. I don't think he wants that. And that's good.
But I don't think that's not what I'm saying. Like y'all getting caught up on him scoring 60. I'm not saying he has to score 60 every time. I'm saying him being aggressive with just his physical ability and just his talent. He scores 30 without it looking like he's ball hogging, without it looking like he's taking away from other people. It won't even look like that if he's aggressive all the time. You just look up, damn, he got 30. Just like he does when you like, damn, oh shit, he got 60. Oh shit, he got 40. Oh, that's Fox. I'm saying the laid back, kick back Fox. Here you go. Here you go, DeMar. Here you go, Malik. Do this like this is your team. Because today I don't feel like that's what I'm saying. I don't want Fox to do.
Go ahead.
I want Fox to be. I want the coaches to be in Fox's head like, Fox, you are the man. We're going to win with you regardless. We're going to win with you going 100 miles per hour doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
That's Fox. Like, y'all don't say that when Donovan Mitchell playing like this. Y'all don't say this when Shea doing this. Why Fox can't be that? Fox is just as good as them guys.
Donovan Mitchell is not doing this year, and it's the best the Cavs offense has looked since he's been there. But
bingo.
Hey,
Two different teams though. Like, come on.
It's the same concept, man.
And he has the lead guard over there.
You watched the Cavaliers last year, and it was basically Donovan Mitchell do his thing, and everyone else kind of get out of the way. And yeah, it leads to a lot of numbers for Donovan Mitchell. But credit to Donovan Mitchell, he's willing to play more egalitarian, and that has made the Cavaliers a better team. Look at the team that won a championship last year. Pretty goddamn egalitarian. Wouldn't you say? The Boston Celtics, anyone can get theirs. Anyone can go off for 30. That's what makes it unpredictable.
There's nothing egalitarian about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. When they touch the ball, they're shooting the ball. It's nothing egalitarian about Derek White. When he touches the ball, he's shooting the ball. Have you guys watched Derek White play this year? When he touches the ball, he's shooting it. The only thing we're trying to say is take advantage of your mismatches, which...
Bro,
every time De'Aaron Fox has the ball.
Your point of when they touch the ball, they shoot it.
The process of the offense.
That means anyone can shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jason Tatum. Okay, I'm saying Jason Tatum is uber aggressive. Jaylen Brown is uber aggressive.
Dude,
but once again, that's
uber aggressive at what, Ron? When you say uber aggressive at what, Ron?
Shooting the ball.
No.
Look at what is working. Look at what is working around the league the last 6-7 years.
Two different teams, y'all.
There are very few exceptions to this rule, but if you look around the league at what is working, what is generating championships, it's 3-4 different guys who can go out for 30 every single night.
And they have 3-4 different guys that can go off for 30 on any given night. And they will continue to go off for 30 on any given night.
Why do you think? Why do you think the Kings traded for DeMar DeRozan?
They needed a closer. I thought they needed another closer. They need another superstar.
They got the clutch player in the league.
But y'all saying clutch player in the league. But I'm talking about
having
like
multiple
DeMar
weapons
DeRozan
is valuable. Having multiple weapons
they are. I think he gives them that in between game that they didn't have. That's why they traded for him.
He gives them more stability when it comes down late in the game. That's what he does. Instead of going stretches, where we go over. That's what DeMar does for the Kings.
I think
he's there. Chris Middleton that the Bucks had. Yes, he's there.
Sure,
that's a better word.
He's insurance in case De'Aaron Fox is out of the game, or maybe he can carry some second units. He can do a lot of the same stuff, but he's also a diversion away from the key pieces. Right? He's not someone you can completely cheat off of. He's someone you're gonna have to respect. Probably a guy you're gonna have to collapse to on the post if he gets a mismatch, because he's gonna go right, and he's assertive offensively, and that's gonna create easier shots for De'Aaron Fox. Everyone in the league is going this way. Everyone in the league is thinking, how can we use the current CBA to build 4-5 options? Not 1, not 2, but 4-5. It's not a big 3, and Joel Anthony is standing underneath the basket, and Mario Chalmers waving at sky. It's not like that anymore. You want 5. The Boston Celtics, no, salute to Joel Anthony, good players. Salute to Birdman, good players. But you can't be playing non-offensive players out there anymore. It's really difficult to get away with it, largely because of how much better teams and how much more evolved teams have gotten defensively. So the reason the Boston Celtics are so goddamn impossible to stop is not just because they have 5 players who can go for 25, 30 points. It's because they have 5 players who will go for 25 to 30 points if you leave them. If you want to cheat off of KP, he's going to launch them all night. You want to gang up on Jason Tatum, but you want to leave Derek White open. Good luck. 50 points for Derek White. And a team that allows that to happen, that's the team that wins a championship, because it's not the ego, right? Because the ego, old school ego, I'm a 30-point per game scorer. I got to get my 30 points. I don't like that. I don't like that Jerry Stackhouse mentality.
I don't think that.
Take what the defense gives you is what I'm saying.
Yes, and what I'm saying is the defense is going to give Fox a lot when he's aggressive. We don't know what they're going to give him if he don't be aggressive.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. You're saying attack until they double, and then dissect the shit out of the defense. The question then becomes, is De'Aaron Fox the best passer on that team?
You said, is he the best passer?
Is he the best distributor on that team?
No, it's obviously Sabonis.
Okay, perfect. So
what is that?
So that
know what
changes your
Sabonis
equation
is.
completely.
Yes.
Because if Sabonis is a great passer, and I don't want to disrespect DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan a hell of a passer too.
Sure.
So you got an offense
elite.
that you could ideally have Fox being more of the finisher as opposed to the creator. The way your logic would work, Jordan, is I think if De'Aaron Fox was Tyrese Haliburton in terms of his passing, well, then you're like, okay, now you got to be aggressive. You got to pressure. You got to create the scramble, and you got to create the mismatch. Then you got to create, the cave in on the defensive end, and then you got to go spray out to your shooters. But you got DeMar DeRozan on one side, and you got Domantas Sabonis on the other side. Neither of whom are shooters on the long ball.
Two other players on the court, Pin.
I get you, but how scared are you as a shooter of Keon Ellis?
He went 6 for 6.
Cool.
In the first half last night.
How often is that?
And he finished 9 for 15 last night.
How often is that going to happen?
He can shoot.
I'm more afraid of Keegan Murray at the long ball line.
He's on the floor too.
He can shoot. He's not a great
Jalen
shooter.
Hurts on the floor too. Trey Lyles is on the floor too.
You hear that old
You
quote? You can
definitely
fight,
have to
but I'm a
close
great
out on the
fighter.
floor, too.
That's the point, right?
Like
Keegan Murray.
100%. So you
Keegan's
have
a great
to
shooter.
close out on all three of those dudes.
Yes.
They're not going to go 6 for 6 in the half, but you're not going to stand there and watch Trey, Keon, or Keegan shoot the ball. You have to close out on
But
them.
here's the thing with Sabonis being the best facilitator. He's the best facilitator because that's how they like to play, and that benefits Sabonis. Like Sabonis having the ball benefits him. You don't just throw Sabonis in the
it
post.
benefits the unit because he's the best passer on their unit.
That's not
point
the case.
Pin's making.
That's not the case. That's not the case. The point is you don't just put Sabonis down on the block and say, Sabonis, hey, I'm going to limit you to playing on the block. That's not his game. He can do more, which is why they allow him to do it. So it's not the fact that I'm just the best passer and you guys suck at passing, so give the ball to Sabonis. No, it benefits Sabonis' game, so that's why they give him the ball. He can do a lot.
Which benefits
no,
you?
It makes Sabonis a better player.
Okay, sure, that 100% benefits Sabonis. But just like it benefits Sabonis, it benefits De'Aaron Fox to get down.
Not necessarily like yes.
Why wouldn't it?
Of course it benefits the team. But what I'm saying is you're trying to make it seem like that was their only option. That's not true. The reason why they let Sabonis pass the ball and facilitate the way he does because
he's their best passer. That's why.
No, because if you just put him on the block,
that's why they run the offense through him, Jordan.
No, chill. Because if you just
the reason why the Denver Nuggets run the offense through Sabonis, the reason why the Denver Nuggets run the offense through Joker, because he's their best distributor. The reason why the Sacramento Kings run the offense through Sabonis, because he's their best passer. They don't run it through him because this just benefits him. No, this benefits the offense.
No, because if you just sat him on the block, he wouldn't be that good. We wouldn't be talking about Sabonis.
And that's why they
because that's not his best skill set.
Exactly.
So
what
and in order to make the team better, you have to use your players as their best skill sets.
No, in order to utilize him to his best potential, you put the ball in his hand to allow him to do
maximizes the Kings. Because if you like you said, if you put Sabonis on the postal game, you're not getting the best out of Sabonis, which means then you're making your team worse because you have a guy out there who's not at their best.
Okay, but hold on, slow down, because let's go back to what Chill said. Because he's the best passer on the team. That's not true.
You said he was 4 minutes ago.
No, I said they asked who's the best facilitator on the team,
and you said Sabonis.
It runs, but I'm saying it runs through Sabonis, but it's not because Fox isn't a good passer. It's not because DeRozan isn't a good passer. It's because that's what Chill is trying to say.
That's not what I'm saying.
Sabonis is better at it than them.
That's it. I ain't saying that you can't do this.
I don't think he's better at it than them.
Those two things are not the same. Okay. Here's the thing, Jordan. You can score. I can score. Ron can score. Ox might be our best scorer. That's why we run the offense where we get Ox the even if we can shoot. Ox is the guy who gets the bucket getter. Ox is who the bucket getter is. That doesn't mean that you can't score. So when we run our offense through Sabonis, we run our offense through Sabonis because what Sabonis' skill set does is it makes us better. His skill set is his ability to pass.
Bro,
that's better than anybody on our group.
You playing 4 on 5 just to table me and Mars on the bench was nasty. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Chill.
Appreciate
it. Because listen to this logic. Number one, I'm listening. Number one, we're not going to talk about like Sabonis is easily replaceable in the NBA. Sabonis is a good piece to the Sacramento Kings. So that's why they got him number one.
Sabonis with? Who you
not very many people. Not very many people. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So
and why? And whoa. Why aren't you replacing him with
Because it's not that many good players in the NBA that's like Sabonis. That's why. Number one.
Because of his skill set, and one of his skill sets is his ability to pass. That's the point, Jordan.
Hold on.
So
I'm trying to paint it. Because I'm trying to paint this point. I'm trying to paint this picture for you. So when y'all say, "Oh, well, Sabonis is this, so it makes the teams better." Yes, obviously Sabonis makes the team, but that's why they got him. But what I'm saying, since they got him, they have to use him to his best ability. Not because he's a better passer than De'Aaron Fox or DeMar DeRozan. It's because he's on the team, he's good, he makes us better. But we have to use him to our best ability. So put the ball in his hands. Don't just throw it down to him on the block and say, Sabonis, score and give me 20. That's not his game. That's not where he gets busy at.
That's not how they use him.
Right.
I get what Jordan's saying. I get what Jordan's saying. Okay, I get what he's saying.
But it's not because De'Aaron Fox is not a good passer or DeMar DeRozan is not a good. It's not because of that. It's because that's how you maximize Sabonis, because he's one of the better power forwards in the league or big men in the league. That's why. It's not because of what you're trying to say, though. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I understand. I don't know how we got here, but okay.
Yo, Big Ox, I would like to hear your summary of all of this. What do you agree with? It's your team, after all. What do you agree with and what do you disagree with? Or how do you think De'Aaron Fox should be maximized?
It's not my team. It's Sacramento's team, right? I just,
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I already said. I think that you both can be true. I think I'm so against playing the same thing every day, y'all know that. I'm never one of the guys like, we got to do this, we got to do this. Nah, man, we got to play basketball, bro. We got to adjust as it comes. Sometimes we need De'Aaron to go. Sometimes we don't need DeMontis to get the ball off the glass and just attack all the time. We got to switch it up sometimes, bro. So I think I heard a lot of truth from everybody. That's just really just that simple. I think we kind of got a little fired up there for a second and kind of lost the point that we were all making good points.
What was the point that I said De'Aaron Fox need to shoot 2 more shots? That's what the point.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I agree with you, Jordan. I think there are times when we need De'Aaron to take over and be a killer, but sometimes too, I think he needs to get Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter and Malik Monk and Keon Ellis some shots. I think he just has to play ball. Like I said, I'm just against the thought that basketball we have to play one way because he's good at this, he's good at this, he's good at this. So he does this, he does this, he does this. I don't think that. I think we need to all be versatile basketball players and be able to do multiple things because that's what an 82 game season calls for. When there's 29 other teams in the NBA, you can't play the same way. Like you can't you play the Jazz one night, you play the Pelicans one night, you play the Celtics another night. We can't just do the same thing. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think De'Aaron Fox needs to score 35 every night. Sometimes I think De'Aaron's going to be cool with, hey, we just need a 19-7 for you, bro. Good job, Malik. It's on you. Like we need 25 from you, Malik. Sometimes we need DeMar DeRozan to do what he did against the Suns and dribble 17 times in the mid-range and shoot the ball 8 times straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just versatility, bro. I think we want to. A lot of times we say something and it's like, okay, this is it and that's that. Like there's no definite. You know what I'm saying? There is no definite to me. I think we need to be able to make adjustments on the fly, and coach got to coach. Shout out Mike Brown.
100%, which is fair. If you have something that's like Jabbar, for example. Like Jabbar had the sky hook and nobody could stop it. Is there any reason for me to change it? I'm asking that question. Yeah. The reason why I'm asking that question, Ox, is because if you're a team that you have something that's as lethal as anything and there's nothing that teams can do to stop it, is there any reason why we need to switch up who we are at any point?
Yes.
Well, if you're as dominant as a Shaquille O'Neal or a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then damn what I was just talking about. We're going to that, But nobody. We don't have anything like that, chill. We have nothing. On our roster, we have nothing like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have nothing like a Shaquille O'Neal. So in this aspect,
according to Jordan, you got a downhill guy that can't nobody stand in front of.
He's not, according to me too. Yeah, but he
ain't Kareem. He ain't Kareem.
I don't get why
he's not Kareem. He's not Kareem. But if we going across the league and talking about who's the most unstoppable at what they do, and I don't know. We could say Giannis being dominant. We could say Steph shooting threes. We could say Jokic playmaking, and then we could say Fox's speed.
I think last night is a prime example.
Asset that can't nobody do nothing with.
Yeah, but obviously you can, because look, last night is a prime example. DeAndre Hunter played great defense, staying big, But this is what I'm saying, Ron. Listen to what I'm saying. That's exactly why you have to be able to do other things, be more versatile. De'Aaron Fox came down and got Dyson in the mid play, gave him a little shoulder, boom, nice mid range. That's his thing. Next time down, he had DeAndre Hunter. Something he can't bully DeAndre Hunter. He can't out physical DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter centered in the baseline. Dyson Daniels was right there. If De'Aaron Fox had his eyes up, thinking like, I'm not just going to shoot this, he would have found Trey Lyles right there at the nail. Boom, bang, Trey Lyles. That's game. We win.
It happens though.
You know
it happens though. Ox. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. And I'm not blaming De'Aaron Fox. What I'm saying is maybe he should have been thinking how Trae Young was thinking last night. You know what I'm saying, let me find, because even before that, Kevin Huerter was at the top of the key, somewhat wide open. And I think Keon Ellis walked in front of him and brought his defender to him. But I want you to kill, but sometimes you got to know right in the middle of the play, like, oh shit, I got something. Bam. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to adjust quick on the fly.
That's the thing Oscar Robertson spoke about. He said the hardest thing in basketball is knowing when to shoot and when to pass. Like, it's hard. You want to be more aggressive, but you will need to be able to balance that with if a defense is treating you this way.
And that's that next level, Mars. That's
and it's not easy. It's not easy to master that. De'Aaron Fox can't just do that because he puts his mind to it. Like, you have to see the floor. So
I'm not. But this is what I'm saying. Being a great super elite point guard, there's nothing easy about that. I've never once said, oh, this is the easy thing to do. I don't want you to do the easy. Everything you want is on the other side of hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get your mind together. And I've been calling for De'Aaron Fox to do this for the last 2-3 seasons. You got to get to that next level. You can't do the same thing every time. You know what I'm saying? So to your point, Jordan, I want De'Aaron to be aggressive, but I don't want De'Aaron out here shooting 25 shots again.
I didn't say 25. I didn't say.
I know. I'm just being a little exaggerating a little bit. I just want us to play good basketball. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see good basketball from everybody, not just the Kings. I'm a fan of basketball before anything. I want to see good basketball from everybody.
Yeah, I just want to know. I just want to know with Donovan Mitchell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We gonna take bum Tyrese Haliburton out of there. He's not that he's a bum, but he's been playing like one. But we're gonna take him out of there. Donovan Mitchell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Ja Morant, or whatever. I don't even know if Ja's did. Fox can't be those guys. Is that what we're saying?
I don't think it's in the Kings' best interest to use De'Aaron Fox like Shai.
Okay.
Bingo.
See,
I disagree. I
disagree too,
Jordan. For the record, I think De'Aaron clears for the record. But
I disagree with that, Mars. But I understand why you would say what you would say. But I just disagree with it because I know what Fox is capable of, and I just think people think that race with Shai and De'Aaron Fox is not close in what people think. But I'm saying that shit is close. That's all I'm saying. That shit is close.
There's this what Chill asked, if you can't stop it, right? That thing, if you can't stop it, why should I go away from it, right? The Kareem skyhook. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
How many bigs in the league right now do you think could stop Jahlil Okafor on the block?
A lot.
For real?
Like,
Jahlil is a monster on the block. One-on-one. Without
collapse. Really quick, Jordan.
Okay.
You remember Jordan?
Hold on.
Remember Jahlil Okafor, Jordan?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Penn has an overarching point.
I definitely do. How many wings or like small forwards right now do you think could stop Jabari Parker in his prime on the block one-on-one?
Jabari anywhere, name the block.
But all right, but
just go ahead and bring up Michael Beasley, and I'll be on your side.
Michael Beasley too. Michael Beasley a bucket.
Hold on, because this question is loaded. Because number one, y'all talking about at the park one-on-one by yourself, but in the midst of the flow of the game, let's put a shot number on it. Them guys gonna get 7 shots. They gonna get stopped. They probably maybe score 2 for 7. Jahlil Okafor and Jabari Parker 2 for 7. That's what they going. That's why they ass out.
I'll get Jabari
maybe right now, but I don't think that's why their ass is out of the league. I think their ass is out of the league because there's something that you can do with them, and they're not suited to doing it at a high enough level for you to win with that, right? Because at some point they're gonna have to play defense, and neither one of them play defense.
And
at some point they're gonna
to not be able to
and
play
they
defense.
don't play make well enough out of those scoring opportunities, so it doesn't matter that they're so good one-on-one. Look, man,
Cam Thomas is really good one-on-one. He don't play much defense. Why do you think that's
correct?
He undersized.
Okay, and why do you think he wasn't a lottery pick? Why do you think
Yes,
nobody's
but-
really rating him? Why do you think he's not getting all-star buzz? Because you got to do more than just score. My point here is
You don't do nothing more than just.
there was
you really
an
don't
interview.
pass.
There was an interview with DeMar DeRozan on the Jeff Teague podcast where he talks about how frustrated he was when the league started to move towards analytics because they wanted him to go away from what he learned to be pure basketball. The Kobe's, the Joe Johnson bag. He likes to go to the mid-range. He's like, I was a dickhead about it. I'm quoting. He said, I was a real dickhead about it. How come y'all trying to tell me to go away from something when no one can stop what I'm doing? See, that's the problem, though. He did say this. This is a direct quote.
Who said that? DeMar DeRozan said that?
DeMar said that. He's like, I was a straight dickhead in Toronto because they asked me to shoot more threes. And I'm like, why y'all trying to tell all these kids outside in? It's inside out. The basketball game is played inside out. So here's the problem, though. You have an idea of what you can do one-on-one, but you're not seeing how much you're being effective at that is impacting all the players around you. There's a path to winning, right? So I know some people get really upset when I bring up the Raptors, but just hear me out because this is a game that the Raptors just played against the Boston Celtics in which the Boston Celtics were pretty much willing to live with whatever Jakob Poeltl wanted to do in the paint. And a lot of people are going to go crazy and be like, oh, you had 35 points. He's great. Yo, they were trying to shut down the water on Grady Dick and Ochai Agbaji for shooting threes. And they were willing to let Jakob Poeltl do whatever the hell he wanted against Neemias Queta. Mm-hmm. Someone who observes the game after, they're going to be like, oh, Jakob Poeltl, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now. No, he's not. That's low-hanging fruit.
They call him Shaka Poeltl. That's what they call him now, Shaka Poeltl.
Because the Celtics shot 34% from three, and the Celtics did the calculus in their game plan. They said, we're not going to shoot 34% from three, and Jakob Poeltl not going to shoot 16 for 19 from the field. But now the stupid person is going to say, now you need to run your offense through Jakob Poeltl.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's
but no, he's right. Ben is 100% right.
I get Penn's point. But
I don't get his point about the
no. Let me give you another example.
So let's just say going to say that though, Penn. But I get what you're coming from. I'm not trying to disagree.
That's why he said the stupid person. That's why he said the
stupid person. So if the five of us play basketball, right? Like let's just say the five of us play basketball. I'm gonna assume right now, just without even watching you.
Yeah, he's saying forget me. He's saying forget me as well.
Mars is our coach. Mars is our coach, right? So if I'm probably the smallest. Yeah, I'm definitely the smallest up here. And right now I'm not in great shape, so I'm probably not a great driver. So y'all gonna stand me? What? I'm not in great shape. I'm in okay shape.
Going, Ben. Focus.
I'm gonna stand in the corner and I'm gonna launch threes. But the defense is gonna figure out at some point that this guy is not much of a threat to score inside because he's lost a step or two. He's an older dude right now. He's lost a step or two. So now let's just say they keep collapsing on our best player, and the best player keeps spraying it out to me for three over and over, and I hit three. Does that mean everything's got to change because I hit 3 threes? Now they got to guard me like a superstar? No, that's what they're living with. They can adjust a little bit, but it don't mean I'm the best player because I'm hitting threes. That's their game plan. The game plan is to leave me open. What do you disagree with?
2022. No, I said I'm not disagreeing with that. My thing is,
cool.
How is this relevant to Jakob Poeltl and De'Aaron Fox? It's not the same. Like that same strategy don't work. Like I get the point you're trying to go to, but what I'm saying is the roles for those players are totally different. Like totally flipped. So you can't say what they were willing to accept from Jakob Poeltl, they'll be willing to
Joe Mazzulla literally said after the game that our primary objective was to shut down the 3-point shooters and largely Grady Dick and stop RJ Barrett.
What would they prime objective
RJ took 27. RJ took 27 shots. RJ took 27 shots and only 3 of them were threes. That's playing into the Celtics' hands because they don't believe that you can beat them with twos. When DeMar DeRozan gets a midi pull-up, I'm not saying he's not guarded. He's definitely guarded. When De'Aaron Fox gets downhill, I'm not saying he's not guarded. Of course he's guarded. But they're trying to avoid you playing a different style of basketball that is more conducive to winning. The more conducive style of basketball to winning is probably putting the ball on the block in Domantas Sabonis' hands and spraying it out to shooters like Fox, like Keegan, like Keon, like whoever, like Kevin Herter. Look at when the Kings were most successful.
I would let
Fellas, Penn and Jordan.
He's capable.
I gotta spray out these super chats to the chat. So that's what we're gonna get into.
Spray out the super chats, bro. You need to pause before you
just said spray out to the shooters. Why can't I spray out the super chats?
L transition.
So you can say spray, but I can't say spray.
Get to the super chats, man.
I'm trying to.
No, you
Oh,
trying
You
to
keep
figure
trying
out
to
the
make a big
conversation.
deal of me using a word. See,
fight
y'all,
that.
No,
Go ahead,
no,
Ron.
Ron,
Go ahead,
I'm a
Ron,
fight
you
you.
was
said
you was
something else
going off
earlier.
earlier.
I'ma
Ron,
fight you, Ron.
you had
You
a three
said
line
something.
that was
Yeah.
incredible.
I'ma fight you,
I'm
Ron.
just
Wait
trying
till I
to
see
host
you.
right now.
When I
No,
see
no,
you.
you
Chill trying to
said
fight
you
me.
was
Pin
going.
trying to make
fight
big
you,
deals
Ron.
over my word. Mars
You
is getting
said
impatient.
Keon. No, you
Jordan
said
bringing up
Keon
things he
Ellis.
shouldn't bring up.
No, you said Keon Ellis put a what in somebody?
Shout out to our Hall of
There we go.
Famers. Y'all know the four. We got Big KT. We got the top dog hunting Gilgores. We got simply just the man, Multi Kenny. And then we got our longest tenured Hall of Famer, the GOAT himself, Cobra Son of Raditz. Salute to them. Salute to everybody that sent through super chats. Y'all make sure you like the video and subscribe to Player's Choice. Also, I want to shout out to our Twitter viewers right now. You guys is holding it down on that end. I also want to shout out to our audio listeners too. If you are an audio listener, I haven't been showing you too much love. I've been neglecting you guys, and I'm sorry because the audio listener's clear. But with that being said, make sure you guys download the video and like the video in whatever capacity that you can. And also give us a good review on your audio platforms as well. I got a super chat from Juke Giles. He said the Thunder have the second lowest free throw rate in the fifth last in disparity at minus 4.4, despite leading the league in drives. In the last 5 games, it's 148 to 108 in favor of other teams. Why is that?
Why
Because-
aren't the Oklahoma City Thunder getting to the stripe?
Because drives don't. This is the same thing people had the problem with the Lakers, that they were getting a bunch of free throws without driving a lot. Because drives don't automatically equal free throws, especially when the Thunder run so many driving kicks, and also they drive and then pull up in the mid range because teams clog the paint. So them driving isn't them getting all the way to the rim. So the idea that drives equal free throws is cool in theory, but not all drives end up with you at the rim, or they don't even end up with a shot attempt. So that's why they're not getting to the free throw line. But Shea's getting to the line just fine because he's the one who gets to the rim the most on the team.
Excuse me.
So the rest of the guys who don't really get to the rim that much, they just drive to either kick or get to the mid-range in J-Dub's case. That's why they don't get to the line a whole bunch. And also the reason why their disparity is so bad is because they are fouling more because they don't have a legitimate 5. So because they're so small, they end up having to foul more because there's mismatches and all of those other things. So that's why they're giving up more free throws than other teams as well.
And a lot of those fouls come from them because teams offensive rebound because they're bigger, and because teams offensive rebound, they got a gang rebound and they're swiping at the ball and they find themselves in the bonus a lot quicker than they would if they had a legit big, and they don't have that.
They also just play very aggressive defense too, trying to force turnovers. So risk versus reward. That's why they give up more free throws, and then that's why on offense they don't get as many.
One unemployment said, "Hey, Rwanda, tell the Pacers to get that shit together. I spent the last few dollars on the Pacers yesterday, man, and they sold me. This burns me, yo."
So do we have to talk about the Pacers now?
We did already, didn't
We
we?
talked about him. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ron said if there was super chats, we'd have to talk about them. That's what he said.
This is fair. You did say that.
That's what he
You
said.
did. You did say that.
Do y'all want to waste the last hour and 15 minutes we have talking
We
about
We
that?
got
don't need to
wasted hour
spend.
and
We don't need to
15.
take
Why
that
are
long.
those
We
the
just
only
need
option?
to.
We just
I
need
mean,
to. We need to take 5 minutes to talk
I
about
don't
this
think we
Indiana
need 5
Pacers
minutes,
team.
but you know
5
what,
to 10
Penn?
minutes.
Talk to us, Penn. What do you want to talk about the Pacers?
Their defense.
Garbage.
We know about their defense.
No,
Trash.
talk about
This is
Haliburton.
nothing new.
No, let's talk about Haliburton. Just stop
How
that.
look
Bring up that
Haliburton.
list, Ron. That garbage ass list that y'all had Tyrese Haliburton high on, and that y'all had LaMelo Ball solo on. Bring
What
up that
kind of list, Jordan? What kind of
trash
list?
ass list? That's a trash ass list. Bring that trash
That
ass
bullshit
list back
list
up
out
here.
there.
Haliburton been garbage all
think
season.
I want to be
Fake
fair.
assists.
Halliburton
assists
has a
fake.
lot of gaps. Okay, he's not getting to his spots well. The Indiana Pacers last night looked absolutely at their best with TJ McConnell running the show by far. In the
Them
third
assists
quarter,
is fake, man.
he had 4. How many of the 4 assists was fake?
All of them. 'cause
How many does he
offense
have? How many
is
does
just
he
a
average?
passing.
Like 9? How many does
I
he
think
have?
he's third in
Bro.
the league.
To
that
put this
shit's
into
fake.
context, going
Is
into
he?
last okay, so just to put this into context, over the
He
last
behind
2
Cade, man. Shut up.
Okay, over the last 2 years, Tyrese Haliburton has been consistently around 7 box plus minus, right? He started out last season like a god, like 12 box plus minus, but that fell off after the injury. So 7 and 7 is pretty decent. This year, going into last night, he was 0.7. Positive 0.7.
Still
That's-
positive.
I mean,
Still
it might not be
trash.
positive after what he did last night. So honestly, like this is a massive regression. He's playing the worst basketball of his life right now. Is it still the injury? That's what I want to ask. Because look, your hip flexor, and generally speaking, your hip flexibility is what helps you get downhill. It's what helps you manipulate the defense a lot. Jordan could probably speak a lot more to this because he's a trainer. But from what I understand, he's not moving the same way that older Hallie was moving, or younger Hallie was moving last year, especially prior to the injury. The jump shot always been a little bit suspect to me. It's always been surprising that a jump shot with that form goes in as much as it did, right? But now he's not getting the separation, the shift, the burst. He's not the burstiest athlete to begin with. And I think teams are just able to play him differently. I saw Jamal Shed shut him down last night. I saw Davion Mitchell shut him down last night. Neither one
Them
of those
two good
guys.
defenders, though. Them two good defenders, though.
They're
man.
good pressure defenders, but Hallie is still way bigger than them. He's
I
6'5".
But
You don't
he
expect.
ain't creating that separation, like you said.
That's true. And look, I seen Jamal Shed and Davion Mitchell give LaMelo Ball a nightmare too. So I mean, I understand there's a certain type of player, like a big ball handler who is a little bit more ball dominant, that they're really gonna hurt. But I saw Tyrese move off the ball to accommodate TJ McConnell running point, and he was still ineffective. So that's what I'm trying to ask. Is like, what have y'all seen from Tyrese Haliburton? And is it okay for us to just stop talking about him like he's one of these top guys? Because this isn't just one. And also, I think the bigger question is, what does the Pacers' future look like if he's not? Because they went all in. Please, let's remember this. There are two teams that went absolutely all in last year, and then there's one team that didn't. The one team that didn't is the Cleveland Cavaliers, who we're supposed to be talking about right now. The two teams that did is the New York Knicks and also the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers parlayed picks and expirings to get Pascal Siakam. They thought that was the final piece to their championship puzzle. And then, of course, the Knicks partitioned away all their role players, a lot of their depths, all their future assets to get Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns. And I don't think either one of these moves is paying off the way those fan bases wanted them to. So I guess what I'm asking is, going forward, is Indiana in trouble?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. I'm starting to believe that we may have what we saw last year was a one-off. I'm starting to believe that. I am. I'm starting to believe that. Now I'm in the group. I think I got tricked. I was on the Haliburton train. Yes, 100%. I was on the Haliburton train, and I saw what he was doing as a distributor. I saw what he was doing as a scorer, how great he looked. I'm like, the evolution or the reinvention of the point guard is back.
You
The
saw
traditional
Jason
point guard. I'm like, I think he's back, only except he's not. Nope. I think that I might have gotten tricked. I did. I think I might have gotten tricked. And that was last year. And to your point, they don't play as fast as they did. They were always an average at best defensive team. At one point, they were one of the worst defensive teams in the game last year, but they were always an average at best defensive team. He doesn't compete on the defensive end as much as he needs to. His ability to pass, that's largely due to transition points. And when you ain't playing fast, we don't get those open looks. Now, when we get in the half court, his shot creation is a little bit iffy. It's not as good as I thought it was. So am I off the Haliburton train? I'm not off that. I'm still in the train station. How about that?
Oh, shit.
I'm still in the train station, but I ain't riding. I'm not riding all the way to
fix it. What if you could fix it? Like, what would you do to fix it? Like, what do they have to do to play faster? See, partially it's because you got a guy who likes to go into his bag a little bit more in Pascal Siakam, right? So you're definitely a different team than you were with. And I think also, like, even though Pascal's shooting 46% from three, even though Jarris Walker's shooting damn near 46% from three, which is crazy. You got your big shooting really well. Miles Turner's a great shooter. So you got maximum spacing to do whatever you want. You're just not playing fast. How do you fix it?
How do you fix it? You fix it by rebounding. That's how you fix it. And they don't have that. And on top of that, he doesn't rebound as much as I'd like him to. That's another reason why they aren't playing fast. One of the main reasons why Russell Westbrook, Jason Kidd, one of the main reasons why those guys were able to play fast, because those guys went to the glass. And you got big guys like Miles Turner, who's not a double-digit rebounder. You got Obi Toppin, who's not a great rebounder. And then you got those wings who aren't big wings, so you don't rebound that well. So that means now you have to go to the glass, and you don't go to the glass as much, which means that we can't play as fast as we used to.
They traded Bruce Brown, for Pascal Siakam, basically, right? That was generally the deal in a nutshell, which again seems like the biggest upgrade in NBA history because Bruce is a role player, he's a cutter, but he likes to play fast. He's a really good passer and he likes to play fast. Is that the shift? Because Bruce was a really, really big part of what was going right in Indiana, and I'm curious what you think, Ron, because you're the Pacers fan here.
No, it's not Bruce Brown. First off, that was Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield and Bruce Brown both played a lot of minutes.
Bruce Brown did not play that well for the Pacers. Bruce Brown is living off his Denver reputation. Buddy Hield was the one that was making that offense roll, and we was running and gunning with Buddy Hield. But also, too, we were good after the trade deadline.
Yeah, you were.
We were good after.
You were 100%. You were. That's a fact.
I mean, I'm almost positive we won 2 playoff series.
You did.
Against who?
Didn't.
Beat the Knicks, beat Milwaukee,
and we beat their ass a couple days ago.
And they had the best offense in the postseason, I think.
They were rolling.
The problem is Tyrese Haliburton. Like, I don't.
There it is, Mars.
Mars. There are some schematic things that maybe you could do to make life easier for Tyrese Haliburton, but the reality of the situation is he's not as good as you guys thought he was.
Were you a part of that too, though, Mars? Were you?
I when Ron and Domo was here previously, and they were on the Tyrese Haliburton Glaze Fest, I was not with them.
Glaze Fest is crazy, man.
No, that's what was going on.
No, they were, and then Chill got on. It was like he might be the best league guard in the game in 3 years, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And then I was being called the Tyrese Haliburton hater because we had the little clip that got quite a few people talking about me talking about the things Tyrese Haliburton can't do and how teams are adjusting to him, and then I was called a hater. But then also we got on my channel when I did the top 10 point guards in the NBA, I gave Tyrese Haliburton the benefit of the doubt. I put him at like 7. He ain't top 10 right now. He ain't top 10 right now. 7. He ain't top 10. Yeah, I put him 7.
Yo, chill.
We watched,
and that was me giving him the benefit of the doubt.
We watched
I had James, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, Steph, Shea, and Luka. Those were the guys I had above him. I had him above Ja Morant. I had him above De'Aaron Fox. I had him above LaMelo. I had him above Cade. I had him above Tyrese Maxey. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. With all the flaws I've pointed out on this platform and on my own platform, the self-creation issues, the defensive issues, the fact that he relies a lot on pushing the pace and transition, all of those flaws taken into account, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because of how transformative I still thought he was offensively with him pushing the pace.
Right now, would you take LaMelo over him?
Right now, I would take LaMelo over him without thinking twice.
And
I'm not even that high on LaMelo. I'm not even that high on LaMelo.
But
Jesus Christ.
This is the question I want to ask y'all then. If we're being this overreactionary to Tyrese Haliburton,
we're not overreacting, Ron.
Ron, I was telling you this last
question.
8 months.
Can I ask my question?
Ron, I was telling you this last season.
Go ahead.
If we're being this overreactionary to Tyrese Haliburton playing at a lesser level, can we be this overreactionary to LaMelo Ball playing, elevating his game?
Well, first of all, okay,
Ron,
why not?
When Tyrese Haliburton was going crazy, first of all, I was saying these same things, Ron.
All right, Bart, I'm excluding you then. Okay, I'm excluding you.
And LaMelo is scoring at a crazy clip. He's scoring like 30 points a game. LaMelo is still a very flawed player. Like
very.
LaMelo is still a very flawed player. But LaMelo does deserve.
Please, Mars, I need
you
the question
to say about LaMelo though.
I need Mars. Please mute yourself. I'm asking everybody else.
Yes.
If you're gonna be this overreactionary to Tyrese Haliburton playing a level or 2 or 3 below, can we also be overreactionary to LaMelo Ball playing at a high star level?
No,
because he's been hurt. That's why you haven't been seeing it, Ron.
Okay, first and foremost,
he's been hurt.
Yes.
Okay, Ron.
So what has Tyrese Haliburton been?
Trash.
Honest to goodness question, Mars, Cade or Tyrese?
So we don't overreact to a small sample size. We don't overreact to a small sample size of LaMelo Ball, but we overreact to a small sample size of Tyrese Haliburton.
It's not a small sample size.
Why is it a small sample size?
The regression has been real.
LaMelo Ball was an all-star 2 years ago. He missed the season 2 years in a row. He was on this trajectory. of being one of the better lead guards
but
in the
he
game.
didn't do
That was
this, and he
not
didn't
going
show
on.
you he
got
didn't
hurt.
do this, and
We
he didn't
haven't
show you he
seen
was
him.
gonna do this.
It's not like
Yeah,
it's
he
not
did.
like
Chill. If
He
I
was
would
hurt.
have asked you,
Low key, the stretch of games before he got hurt last year
It was
he
crazy.
he was
if I
same
would have
thing.
came on this panel and asked you niggas, is LaMelo Ball about to average 30 points a game? Y'all would have booed me off the panel. Garbage. Get out of here,
No, I
Ron.
wouldn't have.
L-host.
Okay, wait a minute.
None of you
I
guys.
would've,
If
I would've,
I
I
would have
would've,
said
I would've.
LaMelo Ball's going to average 30, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds, and a couple steals, you guys would have laughed at me. Stop it. So if
Nah,
so
I would have
if-
disagreed.
If we're not going to
I would've
overreact to
I would've
LaMelo Ball
lost
doing
it,
this,
Ron. I would have lost. it.
exactly my point. If we're not going to overreact to this, why are we overreacting to Tyrese Haliburton having a bad stretch of games?
because Ron-
Wait,
I think-
wait.
I
Hold on,
think-
Ron. Don't let him off the
Hey,
hook with
no,
this.
no,
I'm not
because
letting him off
chill,
the
I
hook.
said
I'm
that.
trying to
No,
find
no.
You know
I'm
what?
not going to let myself
I'm not
off the
letting
hook.
him off the
No,
hook.
I'm not
No,
even
Ron.
taking a step
Okay,
further.
what was
I'm not going to let
suggested?
myself off the hook.
No, Ron, you're not doing this.
The
Because
phone
if
is
you would have came in here, if you would have came in here in September and said LaMelo Ball is averaging 37 and 5, what would make you say that he was doing that? What?
I
Ron would
wouldn't
have
believe
said.
he was going to do it. You guys wouldn't have.
Wait.
Ron
What
would've said
about
that's
him
actually not
would suggest
crazy.
that he
Yo.
would have been 37
You know,
and 5?
you
What
know the
about
moment.
Because I can tell you right now, when we watched Haliburton last season, even though he was flawed, there was no reason for me to think that he couldn't continue to play that way because the pace of the game had played, how fast they played. There was no reason for me to think that they couldn't keep playing that way. Only except they're not playing that way. And he suffered because of that, because of him. Tyrese Haliburton is the reason why this team is not going the way that they were going offensively last year. It's because of
He
him.
playing bad.
It's not
He's playing
because the system has changed. He could rebound more. He could speed them up more. They don't play nearly as fast, which is where he's the most effective. If you came in here and told us in September, yo, LaMelo Ball is averaging 30 a game, I would have asked you, Ron, what about LaMelo is going to suggest that he's averaging 30 a game this season? What has he shown you that's going to tell us that, yo, this dude is going to be 30 a game this season over the last 2 years, which he's missed, by the way, because of injury? That's why I would have roasted you. Not
What
because
was-
he
what
ain't
was
capable of it.
LaMelo's
So you
last
believe
5 games?
LaMelo Ball is going to continue to
Point
play
guard.
at this level?
I think LaMelo
Yeah.
Ball I think LaMelo Ball is one of the most. I think he's one of the highest volume shooting point guards, one of the most efficient shooting point guards. He's going to shoot he's averaging 22 shots a game. 22. So if
Getting
he's
him
shooting
up.
the ball,
He getting them up for sure.
he's
He averaged
shooting
20 he
22
averaged
shots a game.
23,
He had a game where he shot
24.
18 threes. He had a game
Yeah,
where he
that's
shot
crazy
the
as
ball.
hell.
18 threes he's shooting. He's getting up shots. But he's also, you know what else he is, Ron? He's a turnover machine. That's what he is.
So
He's not leading the league in turnovers, is he?
I don't
No,
think so. I
but
think
he
that
averaged
might be
30
Trey
though.
Young. I think Trey's
No,
leading
but
the
he
league.
averaged 30
No, I
though
think
in that
it's
trash
Cade.
ass team.
It better not be Cade. Come on, King Cade. Don't let me down. It can't be you. No way.
Look,
all
listen,
I
listen,
wanna
listen,
say-
Ron, it's
listen.
Go
really
ahead,
simple. Like I was when we were watching the playback. I told you play for play what was going to happen in that game.
It's Trey by point 2.
Because like I said,
Let's go.
TJ McConnell is by far the better point guard on that team.
By far, Ox?
It's by far, chill. The way he controls that offense.
see,
the way he
I told you,
talks
Pete,
about
we
it.
didn't even have to do this. I told you we
No,
could have.
we do, we do.
I was
No,
trying to
no,
read the
Ron,
super
we
chat.
do have-
Now
we
we
do
didn't turn
have-
into a Tyrese hate fest.
Okay, let me be real about something. Go ahead.
Let's wrap it
Look,
up. Let's
stay
wrap
right
it
there,
up.
Ox. Keep going,
No,
Ox. Keep
hold
going.
on. We need to talk about this because we've
Now
seen
you want to wrap it up. Get nasty. Now you want to wrap it up.
right, wrap it
Keep
before you
going.
tap,
Keep
you know?
going, Ox.
Hey,
Keep
but look,
going, Ox.
Whoa,
That's-
oh my God.
But look, Ron, what I'm saying is if you can say Tyrese is a better basketball player, all that, but I'm talking about as being that lead guard position, top TJ McConnell does it levels above Tyrese Haliburton. You know what I'm saying? On the defensive end, he's applying pressure. Tyrese is not doing that. On the offensive end, he's getting other guys involved, making the right decisions, and not just chucking stupid shots. He's playing, he's getting into the cracks of the defense. He's better at all 3 levels on offense. He's a better facilitator. He's
All
better
3
in
levels?
the paint. He's better in the mid-range. He's better at the 3. TJ
2
McConnell
levels.
is a
Better at the
Better
3.
at the
All
3.
right, man. Come on, bro.
We getting a bit hyperbolic. We getting a bit.
Yeah.
We went a bit too far. He went a bit too far.
Look, no. Besides, either way, you could take the 3 ball out of this, and TJ McConnell is just a better lead guard than Tyrese Haliburton. I wouldn't be upset if they start shopping Tyrese.
They're not.
And
gonna
see,
find
this is the point that I'm making.
Damn.
This is the point I'm
I'm
making.
saying, chill. You got a point guard.
Hang on. You know where
This
this?
is
You know where this started.
Bro, I
you
mean,
know where this
hell
whole
no.
thing started.
Hell no.
You know where the?
No, Jordan.
Do you know?
TJ McConnell is right here. Every
he a
time
backup.
every time he's in the game, they look better. They look better with TJ than they do with Tyrese. Because any 5 of y'all disagree with me that when TJ has the ball in his hands, any four of y'all disagree with me that the Pacers don't look better with TJ McConnell leading them than they do with Tyrese Haliburton? Please.
No, now
they
they do. Now they do. But I'm saying
We're
over
talking
82
about
game
now.
stretch.
We're not talking about last year. Damn last year.
No, but I'm talking
right
about
now.
over 82 game stretch. That shit gonna balance out. TJ
Why?
McConnell gonna show you. Because TJ McConnell gonna show you that he's a backup guard.
as you can get.
No, he is. But he's a backup though. Just a backup.
Why? Why is he a backup? If he's a backup because
because
bring
look at
him
the
out
other
bench. He's
premier
not-
point guards in the league. That's why.
But Jordan, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have to be like Trae Young. He doesn't have to be like De'Aaron Fox. He doesn't have to be these guys to start.
He would be the worst point guard in the league. He would be the worst starting point guard in the league.
Tyus Jones?
First of all, he won it. But
Tyus
second
Jones
of all,
better.
that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I don't care.
think so.
See, just like you were saying
Tyus
earlier,
Jones is
Jordan.
not better
Just
than
like you were saying earlier, Jordan. It doesn't matter if I can be the worst center in the NBA. But if by me being the worst center is better than us playing this other guy and makes the team
Facts.
better, that's all that matters.
I agree with that, but I don't know if that's the case with this. I just think
We're not playing TJ McConnell against Jamal Murray. We're not playing TJ McConnell against De'Aaron Fox. We're playing the Pacers versus the other team. You know what I'm saying? It's the Pacers versus the Cavs. It's not TJ versus Darius Garland.
You know,
I don't care about the game within the game or any of that. Tyrese Haliburton is not a better point guard than TJ McConnell.
You know where this whole thing started?
Boy, you done lost your goddamn mind.
Y'all
That girl done
remember-
twisted your dreads
y'all
way
remember
too
this?
tight last night.
Y'all remember this?
Whoa.
When Tyrese Haliburton did this to Dame? That was literally the beginning of the end. Never been the same since. That one day, go back and check. That one day, and I was watching for it. And I want to be on record about something. I was a Tyrese supporter. I was a Tyrese supporter.
Hold on, Pen.
Yeah, because
Why
the
do you
Bucks
think-
Liners told you.
Why do you think TJ McConnell's better than Tyus Jones?
Oh God.
Why do you think that?
I think
He's not better than Scottie Pippen Jr.
He puts.
Let me not do this because TJ my
he
man
puts
for
a
real.
tremendous amount of pressure on the basketball as a defender. He is a very, very good floor organizer in terms of the floor general, just organizing the offense. The one thing that Tyus does better is he shoots better. That's literally it.
Doesn't turn the
TJ is-
ball over either.
Sure.
Because you don't do nothing.
Okay.
He have a 7 assists damn near, Mars.
Oh,
What the
Mars,
hell?
that's a lot. He was getting
That's
busy
crazy.
last night.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh
if-
yeah,
if
without
they-
KD, how does
I'll tell you right
Mars, he
now.
averaged damn near 7
100%.
assists, Mars, and he averaged one turnover a game. That's a 7-to-1 turnover ratio.
I watch those assists.
If they both hit the free agents, if they both hit free agency tomorrow, I'll tell you TJ McConnell will get a higher contract. But largely, I understand your point too, Jordan, which is like if you're trying to fit a dude in with a bunch of stars, he's gonna have to shoot. So, yeah.
Before we move on,
TJ does so much other things. I don't care about that shooting shit.
before we move on,
Peyton Pritchard, but that's
all I'm gonna say is we've seen 16 games or 14 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, in 2021, 22, after the trade, we've seen 26 games that he played for Indiana. He averaged 17 and a half and 9.6 assists. The next year, we've seen 56 games. He averaged 20 and 10. The next year, last year, his breakout year, which I was trying to tell y'all it wasn't a breakout year because he did it the year before, but last year he averaged, 20 and 11 in 68 games.
Lead the league in
26 games, 56 games, 69 games. Y'all add it up and do the math and compare that sample size against a 14-game sample size.
But that's
I'm
not,
pretty sure
not a
Tyrese
14-game sample size.
I'm pretty
He
sure
was awful
Tyrese
last year.
Haliburton's going to be good. So
Tyrese
when he gets the
Tyrese
chopping
has-
again, when he gets the chopping again, when he gets the tearing the league up, when he goes on his run, don't get back on this train.
Okay, but you're just talking about numbers.
Right now.
You're
Get
just
your
talking about
ass off.
numbers, Ron.
Get your ass
You're
off or
only
stay on.
just talking about
Boys,
numbers,
I
Ron.
don't want to.
That shit is dumb.
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie.
That's crazy. Bro. You just talking about
was
numbers.
yeah,
He can
strictly
play
numbers,
he can play terrible for a whole quarter, and in the last 2 minutes, he chucked 7 threes, makes 4 of them. He had 12 points this quarter. So what? Like what? How does that doesn't cancel out all
Why
the
we
bad
in
shit
a
he
dog
did?
fight?
Like, bro,
But
that's why y'all come out here and say this is look at the numbers he averaged. Look at the numbers. I don't care about averages. I don't care about averages at all.
Even off the strictly numbers thing, like Tyrese Haliburton had such an outlier start to last season that the fact that he averaged 16 and 9 on horrible efficiency when he came back from injury only brought him down to 20 and 11. So an average 20 and 11 looks great. But then when you look at what he's looked like since he came back from that injury in January, all the way to now, it's a different player than what we saw the first part of last season. So the average is 20 and 11. The average for that last year, 20 and 11. The last 35 games of last season was 17 and 9 on 32% from three, which is not horrible box score numbers. That's fine. But when you look at the difference in how he looks,
I mean, that's what he's doing right now.
And
That's basically what he's doing right now.
And that's the problem. Because when we watch how he actually plays, 17 and 9, fine, the numbers look fine on paper. But when we are watching him prior to the first 32 games pre-injury, 24 and 13. So those averages come down to bring him to 20 and 11. But over the course of the season, he wasn't 20 and 11 the whole year. That's why averages can be a bit skewed, especially when we've got a tale of two seasons like Haliburton's last year. And since that injury, he's looked like a drastically different player. And the box score still hasn't looked terrible. But when you watch him, you can see he doesn't look that good.
You just gotta watch.
When my man gets back to chopping, I don't want to hear nothing,
bro.
He's gonna start making some threes. He's not gonna shoot 29% from three the whole year. The reason his efficiency is so bad.
Shoot 33%.
He might because he's in my opinion, he's too good of a shooter to shoot 29%. In my opinion,
But
I don't know
he's
what's
not getting enough separation on those threes. That's my point. Like when you there's a lot of athletes out there.
I don't think that's gonna stay at 20.
Y'all remember what happened with Isaiah Thomas? Y'all remember what happened with Isaiah Thomas? Like he was lighting up the league and then he wasn't. It was like that. Now, did he just stop working hard? Hell no. Isaiah Thomas works harder than anyone. Like
that was different. His role completely changed. Like
it's not just
I get that injury, but his role completely changed.
His impact.
He went from a LaMelo Ball type role to TJ McConnell.
Sure, all of that be true, but it's also because he was a role. He was the type of player who's hanging on by a half step, and when you lose that half step, suddenly everything becomes very different for you. We talked so much about De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox got like 2 extra steps. You know what I mean? Like he got like an extra burst and he has one to spare, right? So if he loses a little bit of a burst, it's not going to be like, oh, he's a role player now. But if he loses 3, game over. Because now all the separation that you're trying to get on that hang, dribble, pull up is not there anymore. All the separation you're trying to get on that first step to collapse the defense, you can't do it anymore. Tyrese Haliburton cannot beat his man consistently right now without assistance.
So what's the solution? What's the solution for his hip?
Get healthy.
I don't know. Another step.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a trainer. I don't know what he got to do. But honestly, I don't see a flexible player who can dynamically break down the defense. I'm not seeing him get early advantages. I think the solution is to play faster, sure. But at some point, you got to understand defenses also catch up, right? Scouting reports catch up. They build on you. They realize you can't do this and that with your dribble. You're going to have to find counters. Jordan had to find counters, man. Michael Jordan found teams were like, okay, he can't go this way. He can't go over his left shoulder. Okay, Jordan's like, boom, I gotta put in the work. You got to come back every year and be better. You can't be the same player every single year and expect that the league won't catch up to you. And you have to get stronger. That's the big one.
All right, he just taking too many milk baths. He needs to get focused. That's what's going on. He needs to get focused.
Get out that tub, Tally.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
Get out that tub, Hally. You wild right now.
He needs to go and get stronger. He can't keep playing at them thin arms and them thin frame. Man, just get stronger.
No, I agree with that. If you're not Steph Curry as a shooter, and he is absolutely not even close to Steph Curry, and even Steph Curry got stronger, way stronger. Sure. Steph is like way stronger than he was as a rookie, right? So you got to be physically bigger than guys. You can't let guys bully you around. And, again, like I just don't think the offense is necessarily conducive to like producing the results that you want for Tyrese Haliburton right now. But I just think 90% of it is just like he does not successfully create advantages in the half court. And if you can't create an advantage, you can't create the opening. You can't exploit your passing. He's still a great passer, one of the best passers in the league by far. But if you can't score and you can't score consistently, none of that's going to matter.
I do think he'll be better. It's just how much better will he be? That's the concern, I guess. I think you guys were wrong about him last year anyway and how good he actually was. But I also don't think he's as bad as he's showing now. So we'll see what he turns around to.
But if it levels out to a low level all-star, then you've gone all in on a low level all-star who don't play defense. That's a really, and you gave him a super max.
That's a Pacers issue. That ain't my problem.
Sure.
I was gonna give him a super max.
And here's a fun fact: they don't own their 2026 first round pick.
Yeah.
So if they're a lottery team, they're giving up a lottery team. They're giving up a lottery pick in a loaded draft.
Hello.
Top four protected.
All right. I'm good to get back to the super chats.
Where were we, Ron? I think we was in super chats.
Yes,
All
go
right.
ahead.
I'm just saying if y'all, I'll give y'all the floor if you want to continue to hate.
Focus,
Ron, we got 47 minutes. Let's get through the super chats. All right. I'm trying to leave on time today.
Andrew G said, never mind, guys. I thought Tatum got his 1920 shooting abilities back, but I guess him having a prison body, all upper body, no lower body, messed up his shooting trajectory for good.
Hey, I wonder
That's funny as hell.
what is Jason Tatum shooting from the floor this year? I
Like
think he's shooting around.
I think
he's about 46%, right? And so last year I think he shot a little bit higher, but the years before that I think he was around 45-46%. What does Jason Tatum shoot for his career? If I'm not mistaken, I think he shoots around 46%. Yeah, I think he shoots around 45-46%. So when we talk about Jason Tatum in the playoffs, Mars, like where do you think Jason Tatum is at the long ball line in the playoffs?
I don't know, like 35-36%.
I was thinking I was thinking a little bit lower than that, like around 34, like anywhere between I'm thinking like 34, 33, something like that.
In the playoffs, Jason Tatum's 34.5%.
So almost 35. So I mean, what is he shooting this year? 32%? Yeah.
From three, he's at 38%.
No, I'm sorry. That's in the playoffs. I'm sorry. In the regular season, where's Jason Tatum in the regular season as a long ball shooter? Like
37.6%.
And he's shooting 38. So here's the thing. Like, what do you expect him to be? This is who he is. His field goal percentage is not going to go through the roof. This is who he is. And this has been going on since year 5.
He's just not that good of a shooter for the shots he takes, which is
who he is.
He's a really good
handle regressed. I just want to know this because, like, I remember Jason Tatum.
You said?
Yeah, has his
handle. He's less agile.
I don't know.
I don't think his handle is going well.
38% from three is average.
No,
I think this year he started off relatively well from three. I still don't think he's
36%.
I think that's going to come back down to normal. If I'm being honest, and I think just he's really good off the catch. He's just really bad off the dribble.
Yes,
and he shoots most of his threes off the dribble. So I think he's probably going to be a 36 to 38% regular season shooter for most of his career. From three, that's probably where he's going to be. Which I think is fine. He's 6'10". He's a great wing. He can get downhill. His passing is improved. He's a really great defender. Like I think 36-38% from three is fine. I don't really have a problem with it.
All right, y'all. Sam Gibson became a new YouTube member today. So shout out to Sam Gibson.
Welcome, Sam. Welcome to the show.
Anton Laird also became a new YouTube member today. Or he's been a member for 3 months. Shout out to
Anton. He got his real picture up there.
Yes, sir.
iOS Inc. Y'all know iOS Inc. He's been around here for 26 months and even longer than that. He said Maxey called out Embiid for always being late to everything team related in a team only meeting last night via Shams. Where does this franchise go from here? Are they in trouble?
That's what you're meant to do. That's how it goes.
That's not a big deal. That's
one more time, Ox. People in the back didn't hear you, Ox. One more time.
That's not something that cripples a franchise. That's a part of being a team. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna make a big deal about it. If you've been on a team in any aspect, no matter what the sport is, that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but get your ass here on time. Okay, you right.
We here.
Not only that,
I doubt.
Honest question: is Nick Nurse going to get fired?
I doubt it. But
they're the worst team in the East right now. Can you?
No, they're not the worst team in the East. They're the worst team in the league.
I told y'all Nick Nurse was hype.
But not only
he shouldn't get fired. He shouldn't get fired though.
Hold on. Not only is Joel
I hate the thought of firing firing the coach just off of this. Like, give us some time. We all must admit that the whole team hasn't been healthy. We can all agree on that. There's no reason for this man to lose his job. Let's let him finish the season now. Let's see what happens. Bro, that's crazy. That's
hold on,
that's
bro.
the problem with a lot of these teams, bro. Just recycling coaches. You can't ever catch your stride if you got to go through 2-3 coaches a year. Let this man coach his team and let's see what's going on. Let the
hold on. Forget that.
You can't fire him, Jordan.
No, I'm not talking about Nick Nurse fire. I'm talking about not only is Joel Embiid late, but I'm sick of seeing his ass come to games and grab 3 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds. Bro, you playing like shit. That's what Joel is playing like. And then you got the nerve to be late.
Joel
and you got the nerve to not play back to back. You playing like shit, bro.
He needs to be held
accountable. Embiid and Tyrese
100%.
Haliburton got that Monstars thing, you know, like from Space Jam, where like
Joel Embiid did piss me off. Joel Embiid,
but Jordan, his knee is done, bro. I'm not making no excuses for him, bro. You know, I'm the last person up here to make an excuse for Joel Embiid. Like, I want everybody to be held accountable. But it's gonna take some time, bro. He's out of shape. He's humongous.
Why can't he grab more than 4 rebounds though?
Because when Embiid's not in game shape, rebounds go down every time. When Embiid's not in game shape, his rebounds go down.
Jordan, you can't just Jordan. You've had to get rebounds before, Jordan. You know that the ball don't just come to you. You know that you got to work early. You know that you got to be able to, but the main thing too is, you got to box out and then go get the ball. If it could be in the head, it could be in the head. But like when your meniscus goes, bro, you feel it. Like you feel it every time you change directions. You feel it when you going and you stop. You know what I'm saying? He can feel that pain, and he probably just like, I'm not getting that one. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let him get back in shape, bro. He's heavy as hell. It's a lot of work. I think a lot of people underrate how physical and how much you got to be in shape to go get a lot of rebounds, bro. That ball isn't just landing in your hand. I was telling my son, look, my son first practice yesterday practice. He like this, jumping around, the ball come off. He like, I'm like, bro. After I'm like, you think the ball gonna land in your hands? You think that's how you get rebounds? Like, no, you got. And then he's standing there. Damn him, move him out the way. That's how you get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid is out of shape. He's not.
Why play for Team USA? Why play for Team USA?
Because he wanted to get an Olympic gold medal. Like, I
want to talk shit about him now. This is some bullshit.
And you are, yeah. He wanted a gold medal.
This is some bullshit. He shouldn't did that front flip when he dunked the ball. Joel Embiid been acting like
that highlight was crazy.
He been acting like a goofy, bro. The fact that he can come and be late. Not only are you being late, you being lazy as hell on the court. You still out of shape. You went to play for Team USA. You sold us out. You acting like a goofy, bro. You acting like a goofy.
I'm very upset at Joel Embiid right now. If I'm Tyrese Maxey, I know, Morris. I'm saying I am very, very upset.
And not just
because of being late. Why were you out there running around the Olympics? You know your knee is basically ground beef right now. What are you doing? Like this shit, I would be pissed as Joel Embiid.
Jordan, enough with the back-to-backs.
He can't play back-to-back.
No, hold on. Stop right there. Okay, stop right there. Okay, stop. Don't make it sound like
he retracted that.
Right. And let's not make it sound like he went to Philly and said, "Yo, I ain't playing back-to-backs." This was something that they agreed on. Don't make it sound like he just went in there and said, "Yo, I ain't playing back-to-backs."
He can barely play back-to-back quarters.
And they talked about it, and they probably agreed on that. That's not him going in the field.
That's not my problem with that.
I ain't playing no more back-to-back.
My problem is not that. That's not my problem.
It looks like he can't do it. I ain't gonna lie. He be getting gassed in like 4 minutes.
More. Are you seeing what he's doing?
Look, chill. My problem with the back-to-backs is this. Not only are you not playing back-to-backs, whether you said it or not, but your ass come and you sit up there and grab 4 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 2 rebounds.
It's solid for him right now, Jordan.
No, it ain't solid, bro. Stop trying to score. Go get the goddamn rebound.
No, it's not us.
Bro, if he would have just got 12 rebounds, he'd have been good.
I can't be mad at Joel Embiid for grabbing. You know what? Let me back up Joel Embiid for a minute, okay? That's what I want to do. I want.
Here we go with the big man coalition. Here we go with the big man coalition. I knew it was coming.
I'm saying,
I knew it was coming.
I think grabbing 8 rebounds healthy is Not for Joel Embiid. Like he should be giving 9 to 11 rebounds for sure. Eight rebounds, and when his body's like this, bro, that
One
is
game he grabbed
round
two.
of applause.
One game he grabbed
Round
two.
of applause for Joel
Why
Embiid.
is his
bro.
body like that? Why is his body like that?
Well, I'm okay. I can't back him up for that, but I mean,
There
but
you go.
you're gonna get injured though. People get hurt. I'm on record, chill. I'm on record saying I don't think he takes care of his body very well. I don't think he's in the swimming pool. I don't think he's doing
This is
the
same
proper
dude
recovery.
that cries
I
for his
don't
MVP.
think he's doing Pilates and yoga and stuff like that. I think
Didn't he come into
I
camp
think he
20
needs
pounds
to.
lighter this year?
Yes, but chill.
Wasn't he down?
Yeah,
that got to be from Ozempic because
Chill.
he ain't been running. He obviously
chill.
can't run.
But look though, y'all. This is the problem though.
Ron,
He
am I
comes
lying?
into the season with all of this bullshit. He comes into the season. Oh, New York fans treat me so badly. I've done so much for this season. Oh, my knee hurt. Oh, I can't play back to backs. And then your ass come and still play trash. We supposed to talk bad about
Jordan,
you.
wait till January. Wait till January when he's in basketball shape, bro.
This
Wait
is
till
Joel
January.
Embiid.
Wait till the process resumes. Wait till the process resumes. Hey, look. Now I gotta be consistent. Wait till we start getting 30 balls a night. Wait till he turns into the best scorer in the league. Wait till he's giving you 15 rebounds.
When he's in basketball shape, we'll see how he looks. Right now, he's very clearly not in basketball shape.
Right,
is what it is.
right.
But also because this is about Tyrese Maxey. You don't have to. Tyrese Maxey is well within his right to do this, and B,
100%.
this happens on teams all the time.
100%.
Yeah.
If you're above being held accountable, your team is flawed. Every player on a basketball roster should be on any team roster should be and has to be held accountable when they aren't holding up their end of the bargain. Tyrese Maxey being able to be the leader he is and voice what he thinks. What he called the meeting, but Tyrese Maxey said what he said about Joel Embiid to Joel Embiid. Also, I don't like that the news of the team meeting is coming out to us.
Why is that out?
Yeah,
that shouldn't happen.
That always happens.
I don't think I think we hear about it. I think we hear about it. But I think
family ain't family no more.
How would you know if it came out or not? If it didn't come out.
We only hear about the ones that come out. We only hear about the ones that come out.
It always happens, Mars.
That doesn't mean they're the only ones that come out. There could be.
No, I promise.
The Wizards could have just had a team meeting two days ago. We wouldn't know.
Who?
Like
the who?
The Wizards.
It comes out when it comes out. So then we
know.
think we know about every team meeting. We probably don't. We probably don't though. I don't know. But the point is, Tyrese Maxey, being a leader that he is, and being able to talk to Joel Embiid and say what he and the rest of the team are probably thinking about what Joel Embiid is doing is what you need for a team to be successful. The moment you have one person above the law or above criticism, the team is flawed. So it's not a big deal that Tyrese Maxey can say that Joel Embiid needs to tighten up. It's actually a good thing that Tyrese Maxey can say that to Joel Embiid. Now, does Joel Embiid take what Tyrese Maxey is saying and take it on board and change his ways? That's what we have to see, and that's what we're going to have to find out. But you have to be able to speak to anyone on the team in that way. And anyone who's been on a team in any sport knows that. If you're saying that there's one guy, we can't talk to him, he's our best player, then your team is broken. That's not how it should work. That's not how it should ever work.
Every media leak.
No, your best team should be the one calling the meeting. The best player on the team should be the one calling the meeting. Not BBL Lowry calling out Joel Embiid.
I don't agree with that.
Well, Kyle Lowry,
their best player did call the meeting.
He should always be the best player. It should be the leader.
I don't think the best player has to call the meeting.
Nobody is gonna call a meeting. Nobody is gonna call a meeting and talk shit about Kobe. I guarantee you.
Hold on for a second, Jordan.
Guarantee you ain't. Guarantee you Derek Fisher not calling no meeting to talk shit about Kobe. Guarantee you he ain't.
First of all, everything that comes out to the media comes out for a reason. Okay, specifically, there's always an edge and always an angle. So if you look at it from the media perspective, who benefits from this coming out? Not Joel Embiid. I'll tell you, goddamn that's one player that does not benefit from this. Tyrese Maxey benefits. The organization probably benefits. Trying to, take some of the heat off of them, saying, "Hey, we got to start a player who's not doing that." The coaching staff definitely benefits. So that's where I would be looking.
One more person, two-pin.
Who?
Paul George's sorry ass over there. Now Joel Embiid's the scapegoat because he ain't been doing nothing.
Look. NBA media.
I ain't getting started.
They won 6 since he came back. And on top of that, they are 0-3 with him and Joel 2 together. But nonetheless, they won 6 with Paul George back.
the way the world works and the way the basketball world works is very similar. It's all about false consciousness. When things are not going right, a lot of people are on the hot seat, right? Everyone's going to have to answer questions. Daryl Morey, Nick Nurse, Paul George. Hey, weren't you supposed to be our big glitzy signing? What are you doing? Tyrese Maxey, you look like a bum this season. Basically, the only player who's really playing well above their head is Jared McCain. So really, you're looking at everybody, and everybody's looking at Joel Embiid. And so there's a lot of blame to go around when you are supposed to be a title contender and you've gone all in. I forgot about the Sixers. They went all in too. So it's 3 teams in the East that went all in, all of them living to regret it. The point here is that when you got this much heat on your whole organization, some people want to deflect and push the hate onto something else, right?
Sure.
And that's where I'm wondering is like, what benefit does this have to coming out? Well, I mean, maybe this is going to be a gut check moment for Joel Embiid, where now something that he's been doing behind the scenes, like showing up late to practices, is now out for public consumption. Now you got real pressure, especially with the social media echo chamber. You got real pressure. You got everyone calling you a bum. Everyone's questioning your maturity as a leader. Now you're gonna have to step up. If you got any guts, you got to step up. It's different though. Some guys, they do this shit in practice. It don't get out, and they just keep doing it because they don't care, right? But I'll say this: if your best player is not a good practice player, you're not gonna be a good team.
He's late for every meeting. I think that's what Tyrese Maxey said.
That's just immature. And honestly, absolutely.
And not just meetings. He's late for everything. That includes the bus. That includes practice. That includes the plane. He's late for everything. You know what that tells me? That tells me that Joel Embiid doesn't have any accountability. I come and go as I please. I say whatever I want around here. I do whatever I want around here. And ain't nobody going to say nothing about it, which would explain why this Philadelphia team is where they are right now.
The whole bullshit has been around Joel Embiid.
You are a reflection. You are a reflection as a unit of your leader. The late, great Kobe Bryant said it best. You have to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations. Why? Because you're going to run into a team that has a leader that's not.
Nick Nurse did this in Toronto too.
You're going to lose. That's what's going to happen.
Nick Nurse did this in Toronto too, where Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet just got to do whatever the hell they wanted. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you this. I remember the championship run where the Raptors played, where Pascal Siakam was a goddamn great defender. Great defender for that team. I haven't seen him play defense since.
Hey,
pretty much 5 years straight, no defense. Not a good defender. Not a good defender for. So that's what I'm saying. Like if your coach is so starstruck by your main players that he's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna coach Jared McCain, I'm gonna coach Kyle Lowry, I'm gonna coach all these guys, I'm gonna coach Jeff Doughton and Gershon Yabusele. But my star, I'm gonna treat him with kid gloves. At what point does that star become?
That's what they've been
inflated?
doing, though. But that's what they've been doing. Because hold on, though, this whole offseason till now has been about the bullshit Joel Embiid has been doing. Number one, your ass gonna go play for France. Go play for Team USA when you knew you should have been on France team. That's number one. That was started the soccer.
How much did he play?
Then the second one, your ass was hurt.
He's not even French.
But he was supposed to go play over there.
So he can play for France while not being French, but America's going to draw the line. I'm talking to Jordan.
I'm drawing the line now because I'm tired of this bullshit. So he did that bullshit and he was hurt. Then he did that backflip and fell on his damn neck after he dunked on somebody in the damn game. Got hurt again. Then he come into the season, Joel might not play back-to-backs. They find the team so much damn money because of Joel Embiid with that bullshit. Then he punched somebody in the locker room. And then whatever, assaulted, pushed something, more bullshit from baby Joel Embiid. And then you play like shit after you don't play the back-to-backs and all this other stuff. And then you start talking about, Philly has treated me so bad and I've been doing so much for this team. Dog, this shit has been about you. And now you late? You sound like a shitty ass dude.
On top of that, Jordan, he ain't do nothing for the city. I don't know where y'all get that from.
Yeah, bro. Get this, bro. All of this shit, the turmoil.
Philly ain't had a league MVP in 20 years. He did do that. Let's kill it.
Whatever. This bad energy.
Got the MVP. He ain't doing nothing for them.
He did that. He did
this
that.
Bad energy comes from Joel Embiid.
They've been a 50-win team every year since.
Yes. Stop playing. Stop
acting. He made that team relevant again.
They didn't have a leading scorer. They didn't have a leading scorer until Allen Iverson. That was 20 years ago.
Philly was they made a promise to Philadelphia and they ain't kept their promise. What was the whole process?
That's your process. They haven't achieved. That's what the process was all about.
That's what the process is all
Can we
about.
stop
The process
Joel
ain't
Embiid?
dead.
That's
Y'all
what
just
the
once
process-
again
Ron,
overreacting.
stop
Y'all
it,
once again just overreacting. Now
No,
look,
What happened to the
once
process,
again,
Ron?
once again, when Joel come back, and as a matter of fact, Joel is the
already
process. Y'all need to trust the process. Tyrese Maxey included. So when
Process
you get
food.
back, when
Process
Tyrese
food.
Maxey get back, I want him to be consistent as well. Don't come back shooting 28% from three.
Question,
Don't
Ron.
come back shooting 40% from the field.
Process
You raise your
food.
game too.
Question, Ron.
If that's the case,
That's
everybody
the
else
point.
rails their
That wasn't
game.
really
Hey,
his
and when the
MVP.
process
He
gets back to
cried that MVP.
processing, I want y'all to be consistent with the same take. Jordan.
Processed food. Processed food. Joel
Remember that,
Embiid
Ron?
is the magnetic of this bad energy. He's I ain't even gonna say that. He's pulling everybody down. That's what he's doing with all
Question,
this
Ron.
saga shit about Joel Embiid. Bro, suspend his ass. Suspend his ass for a month.
Question, Ron.
A month.
What's up?
My
Suspend
question
his
is,
ass.
how long has Joel Embiid been
Yeah.
playing for the 76ers, Ron?
8 years. 8 years.
Are we in year 8 or year 9?
Year
that we're
9,
in
I
right now?
think.
Okay,
I
so
think
we're in
we're-
year 9, Ron. How is the process continuous, or
Ron knows this
do-
process is dead. Ron knows.
do we get to a point where I'm asking you specifically, Ron? I'm asking you because you talked
Mhm.
about the process. Okay,
Keep it
we're
real,
in
Ron.
we're in year 9 right now of this process. Is the process continuous, or do we get to a point where we've gotten there? We trusted the process and we've gotten to where we're trying to get to.
Why would the process be over all of a sudden?
It's been
There
over
is-
for like a year.
Let
Well,
me-
well,
It's been
well,
over
well,
for
the
a
reason,
year.
Why
the
did they
reason,
go
the
get
reason
Paul
why.
George?
Okay, wait a minute.
Why
Wait a minute.
do
Ron.
we
Wait, whoa, whoa,
have an
whoa, whoa.
all-star point
Nope.
guard in Tyrese
Nope,
Maxey?
Stay right there, Ron. Stay right
What's up?
there, Ron. Stay right there. You said, why would the process be over? Because when the process started, there was a goal. That was the idea. That's why we have a process. Trust the process of where we're trying to get to. And where we're trying to get to is we're trying to build a team that competes for the NBA championship. How's that been going, Ron? How's that been
Zero
going?
They got
conference
the best
finals.
team they had since Ben Simmons and
That's-
Jimmy
that's
Butler
what I
was
said,
there.
Jill.
What are we talking about?
They got
The
the
process
worst-
is
the
clearly
worst-
not dead. They have the best team that they've had since Jimmy Butler and Ben Simmons was there.
And Jimmy
The
Butler
process-
just
team
shoved
here.
their ass last
This
night.
season here. This
Last
season
night.
Yes,
Yeah.
right now,
So,
yes.
so,
But-
8 years from now, when Joel's gone and it's just the Maxi Sixers and they still trying to build a championship.
No. What's
Are you still?
the
So
minute
Joel's the last piece of the process.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
then we're just gonna
The
disagree.
process
I think
is cooked, Ron.
the
His
process
years
died
down
when
I'm
deep.
Ben
not saying it's not
process
cooked.
been
I'm
digging
saying
in his ass lately.
the
He needs to
process
stop
is
that.
still going, and clearly they think the process is still going. Otherwise, they would have moved off Joel Embiid.
Ron is just saying
They
Joel.
should've
The
been
process
traded
isn't
that
over
nigga. I
until
tried to
Joel's
tell
done.
you.
That's what Ron's saying. Ron's
I
just
mean,
saying
bro, Joel's nickname is literally the process. Like, he is the process. This thing started with Joel, and it's going to
Ron.
end with Joel. But
Ron.
as of right now, once again, you guys are overreacting.
No,
Joel
we
has
are
only
not.
played 3 games.
No,
Can
we're
we
in
wait
year
till he gets in
9,
shape
Ron.
and
We're
see
in
what he
year
looks like?
9. Ron, what are you talking about?
Chill. How long did it take
Almost a
Jay?
decade into this.
How long did it take your boy Jason Tatum to win a championship? So if he didn't win it last year, would it have just been over for the Celtics? No, they would have came back and tried to win it again this year. The 76ers are still actively trying to make this thing work.
I agree with that.
Rome was not built overnight. It was
No,
not.
it wasn't. No,
I
it
It
wasn't.
took it took Jordan years to win a championship.
Now,
It took
with
a
that-
gang
That
of
shit ain't
players
wrong.
years to win a championship.
100%.
I don't
He
think
ain't
Joe,
Jordan.
This
he's
shit ain't
not.
wrong.
So it should take him longer then.
Yo,
Get him in some slack.
here's a
I-
fun.
First of
here's
all,
a-
Joel Embiid's not really 31. We already know that.
Yeah, he like
All right,
yeah.
Ron. I'm not
Hey,
gonna- This is twice.
You know-
I'm not
you know-
doing
you
this
know
for
that-
sure.
you know
Not
that-
same
you know
day.
that-
I'm not doing this.
Yo,
I'm
bro,
not
you
doing
know
this.
that boy
Mm-mm.
birth certificate ain't right. Stop
That
playing.
Come
boy
on.
ain't
I
38.
agree.
Come
I
on,
agree
that's
that the
He
Sixers are
got
trying
Just
to
like
win.
Serge
I agree
Ibaka.
with
Just
that.
like Serge Ibaka.
We
He's
got
not
2 people
32.
talking at the same
Come
time.
on.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yo.
everyone just talking. I
That's
agree.
not
The
cool.
process.
You know
I
that,
agree.
bro. You know he about 36, 37, maybe.
That's not true.
Steph
That's not-
How you
36.
know?
That's
How you know?
How-
Bron 39.
I know the person who discovered Joel Embiid. That's how I know.
But
Hey,
you
okay.
don't know the person that birthed Joel Embiid. So how you know?
No, I don't.
Fuck out of
But
here.
but
Hey,
that's
Pen,
that's
Pen, I got
ridiculous.
them
You know,
same
though.
folks. Hey,
They be
Pen, I
doing
got
that
a
now
bunch of
for
folks in my
all the
DM
time.
right
he's-
now.
Stop.
Hmm?
Pen, I got a bunch of folks in my DM right now trying to send me a bunch of kids from out of Africa talking about they 13 years old and they dunking like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And
I
they
was seeing Ron the
19 and a
video
half.
from the shore. I'm talking about straight back scratches.
Hey, Jordan, you
He had
don't want
4
them?
back scratches in a row.
Send them to me. I know just what to do with
Bro,
those.
I'm
To
talking about
anyone
See-
saying that I'm capping, I literally interviewed Joe Tuamu on our channel. So just don't fuck around on that shit. I wouldn't lie about this stuff. And the Serge
You
Ibaka
don't know,
stuff
you don't
was
know his mama?
that's true. But if
Oh,
there's
the Serge
pictures of a
Ibaka.
kid,
Joe knows his
Serge
number, though.
Ibaka is
The
not.
guy who- the
Serge
guy-
Ibaka did
the guy who
not
Penn
screw up
talked
his.
to.
Look,
The guy who Penn
look.
talked to knows his
Let me
mother,
just say something. Like there,
About
yes,
50,
hold on. There's a lot of countries where birth certificates are fudged up, and we know that. Okay.
Sure.
Yi Jianlian, I don't think was the right age, and I think that was brought up. Shabazz Muhammad, who was an American player, actually they got his age wrong, right? So this age thing has been real. Unfortunately, it's often been used to undermine African prospects. Okay, and African prospects like Dikembe Mutombo, Hakeem Olajuwon, Serge Ibaka have gone through these very hurtful accusations forever. And frankly, it's disgusting because they have older siblings, younger siblings, etc. And there's so many records of these players when they're like 13, 14, 15 years old. They legit look 15. There's also ways to test this. If anyone was ever doubting Serge Ibaka's age, I mean, that's on you. But honestly, I find it kind of racist. I do.
All right, whatever. Call it what you want. Call it what you want.
Ron, look at that video I just sent you.
Yo, Jordan is disgusted.
Ron,
Put
look at
this
that
video
video I
up
just
right
sent you.
now. Nah,
I'm
Jordan's
dead serious.
disgusted.
I'm dead serious.
damn.
I got the DM. You said kid is 14, 6'8".
I'm not denying it happens. I'm just saying if you're going to use that to diminish the Joel Embiid's line about his age.
Hey, well, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, man. I ain't mean to.
Can we get back to
I'm
what
just
we
saying,
got finished
bro.
talking
We don't
about?
know
What's
how-
going
Put that
on,
video
Ron?
up, Ron.
What-
Put that
what-
video, Ron.
Can we
No,
get
send
back
it to
to
me.
Ron? Can we get back to the process? You just told me that
Mhm.
it took guys years to win the NBA championship.
Look,
100%.
Here's
However-
something that needs to be said about the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, damn.
When is the last time
you
they have made the Eastern Conference Finals?
Now, so we
01?
clear.
25.
01, right?
Yep. They have not made the Eastern Conference Finals. Forget the
23
finals.
years. In 23
Since
years.
Allen Iverson crossed up, the Bucks and then went on to
23
go.
years. In 23 years that happened. Now,
We're on year 24.
It hasn't
okay?
happened in my lifetime.
So-
I have never seen the Sixers
Yes.
in the conference finals.
There we go.
23 years.
I mean, we're talking about a team that in 05-06, 38 wins, 35 wins, 40 wins, 41 wins, 27, 41, 35, 34, 19, 18, 10,
Garbage.
10 in 15-16, 28. And then, when Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid started putting it together, they got 52, 51, 43,
interesting.
49, 51, 54, 57, and now we're at 2.
They're a
Okay.
buzzer beater in overtime away from advancing and quite possibly winning the NBA.
Well, they're a
championship.
buzzer beater in overtime away from going to overtime and having a chance of advancing. The game is tight.
Right.
Like there's no
Going
guarantee they
overtime
would
and
have
getting
won.
their ass cooked.
Yeah, it's possible they still go to overtime and lose. Like, we don't
Right.
know. But
And then he
They
was
were-
walking
they were
on the
close.
tunnel.
Well, that's what I said. In overtime, they got a pot. They have a chance to move on because they got a pot. They have an opportunity to win. But I mean, at what point do we say with this crew? Not with this crew. At what point do we say with this process that we're currently under that it's failed? At what point do we say this is as far as we've gone with this? I can appreciate Ron's logic that it's taking guys years. It's taking guys years to do it. Just so you guys know, the Rockets was in the NBA Finals in 1986. Olajuwon didn't get to the conference finals again until 94. 7 years later. Took him 7 years to do it. After that, he was getting bounced routinely and missing the playoffs. When you bring up the Boston Celtics, how long it took them to do it, they were a lot further along, though, than what's going on with this Philadelphia 76 team. A lot further along. And there was a lot more promise than what's going on with this Philadelphia 76 team right now. A lot more.
Ron's point of the process isn't over until Embiid leaves. I get it. For me, the process ended in 21 after Ben Simmons left and then Markelle was gone and Joel was the last man standing. That's when the process was over for me. Now they're still trying to win a chip. I just wouldn't call this the process. This is something else. I don't know what this is. Just an attempt at being good. But the process was built to tank and get good draft picks and then compete with those draft picks.
And they did.
The tanking ended in 2017. So technically, you could argue the process was over in 2017, and then they were in the second phase of whatever they were trying to do, which is compete. And now I think they're in like the third phase of the draft picks didn't work out. We still got Joel, MVP level player. We're trying to build around him. Like they're in like stage 3 already, in my opinion. Like, damn, zooming crazy. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I still think they're trying to win. I don't think they're going to, unless I feel like saying they're going to win. Then yeah, Philly in 6. But like Joel's going to get in shape. He's going to play better. There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to get into game shape by just playing games. He's going to get into game shape. He's not going to be in peak physical human shape.
Sure.
He's just not. His knees are not going to allow that. But he's going to play better. I have no doubt that Joel's going to play better. I have no doubt that Max is going to play better. But the real concern is about his professionalism.
Right.
That needs to improve.
100%.
Now, he has to be on time to team meetings. He has to be on time to games. He has to take his job serious. He has to lead by example. All of those things have to happen. Joel can average 35. If he's not doing those things, that doesn't help. He has to be professional. That's what he has to do. So the biggest issue for me was Joel Embiid's lack of professionalism that he's been displaying, and that Tyrese Maxey had to call him out on that. Not Joel Embiid's play on the court. I think if you doubt Joel Embiid's ability to play on the court, then respectfully, I just disagree with you. But what he's doing behind the scenes as a leader, as someone who team players are going to look up to because he's the best player on the team by a significant margin, that has to improve. And that's nothing to do with how well he's playing during the games. He's going to figure that out. It's the professionalism, it's the leadership, it's the intangibles that have to be better. So that's what he has to focus on.
Can I read super chat, y'all? Before in our next meeting, y'all are calling me out for.
Fix your mic, Jesus. Damn.
What's wrong with my mic?
Or can you show the video?
Real quick before you read the super chat, Ron Penn, you had something to say. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I've completely lost my train of thought. It's cool. Go ahead.
See, Ron,
you gonna show the video?
See, this is why we end up overrunning every day because we want to show video. I'm trying to get out of here in 17 minutes.
I'm trying to read the super chat.
Go then, Ron.
Hey, Ron, I'm gonna stay up here as long as it takes you. Show the video.
I promise I will.
Show the video.
And y'all want to hate on Tyrese Haliburton for an hour. Y'all want to hate on Joel Embiid for another 45 minutes.
Ron.
I'm leaving.
Y'all want to hate on De'Aaron Fox for another 45 minutes.
When Chill said it's about that time, brother, I'm leaving with him. I ain't staying too late.
Ron, what you got, Ron?
Video, Ron.
Go ahead, Ron.
FIFA boy sent through a members chat. He's been around for 16 months. He said, can everybody in the panel say L97 for the one time? On three, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
L97.
I don't do what I'm told just because you paid. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. You're
not gonna make me say something. You're not gonna make me say something.
I don't disrespect people. I don't know who they are, man. Like that. I ain't.
I'll do that.
That's
just, I'm not gonna do it because you told me.
We do that every day up here.
You just did, Jordan, with your racist ass.
Yeah, we do that.
I ain't racist, bro. I just said what I said about Joel Embiid, bro.
Carry on.
It's Rasan. Became a member today. Shout out to Rasan. LaFlame sent through a members chat. He said the champs will put an end to this fake run tonight. Also, L. John Jones and L. Trump.
L. John Jones.
Damn.
So two things.
L. John Jones. Facts.
Yeah, two things. We talked about it earlier. So what we do best, you aren't as good at it, and what you do best, we're good at it. So I think Boston beats them tonight. And for the record, John Jones is 100% right. I don't need to be chasing these up-and-coming dangerous dudes. I'm established already.
Facts.
I'm established already.
So I don't even know why they want to fight John Jones, bro. That shit
I don't need to get. I don't need to get in the ring with some young 22 or 23-year-old because you say so. Because you think I'm ducking. Hell no. I'm the champ, and I've been the champ, for a long time. So I'm only fighting dudes that's established. You get your shot with somebody else. No, not with me.
He gonna hurt one of them young boys. They better calm down.
You see,
bro, them fights don't last too long, bro.
He 100% that roundhouse kick to them ribs. He broke that dude ribs with that.
Man, they're gonna keep acting like they want to fight John Jones and get hurt.
Hey, Ron, you got to go to the next super chat. We got to show the video.
Adam West has been a member for 12 months. Y'all know Adam. I'll see you later on. Playback tonight, by the way, too, Adam. He said, I've been quiet all show. This dude Penn just sucks. The fun out of everybody.
Why'd you stop on
everything?
sucks?
People are joking.
Why'd you stop on sucks?
Yeah, that was nasty, Ron.
There's no comma there, Ron.
Yeah, that was
I'm
nasty,
sorry.
Ron.
Sucks the fun out of everything. This dude Penn,
it's my reading comprehension. Sometimes it fails me, and it at that moment in time, it just.
This is why we never get for it. I swear.
This dude Penn just sucks the fun out of everything. People are joking. Shut up.
There should have been a comma right there after everything.
Adam West, invest in Grammarly. It will help you out.
Next one.
Stags Beats became a member just a second ago. Shout out to Stags. All right, here we go, y'all. Slitherman said the process was about it tanking to get the pieces to build with through the draft. The process has been over for like 6 years.
I can see that.
All right, let's move on. We got to show the video.
MP, yo, Jordan, I'm not showing that video of that boy damn near dunking for the free throw line.
Exactly. They say he's
you-
14. They say he's 14. He did 4 back scratches in a row. Bro, a healthy NBA player ain't doing 4 back scratches in a row.
DeMar DeRozan was dunking in grade 8.
Oh, not like that. Not like that, Pig. No, not like that. I'm telling you.
Nah, I'm saying
MP13 said, if he's not healthy, why not just shut him down for 2 months and just play for the 10th seed? Watching him grit through games is hard to watch.
He has to.
It's
It's not that he's unhealthy. He has to play into shape. You can't just keep resting him and then bring him back, because then he's gonna come back 2 months from now and he's not gonna be able to play because he's not in game shape. And then you're gonna be like, oh, he's still not healthy. Sometimes
Mars,
you have to
suspend
play
his
your
ass.
way into shape. You have to play.
Mars,
But Mars,
He has to play. He has to play.
Mars, I do think he's still hurting though. I do think it's a
I
little
think
more.
he's
than
always
just not
gonna
being
feel
safe.
pain. I don't think the pain is
Right.
going to go away. It's just about what's
Right.
tolerable.
All
If we're
of
going to
these
say he
guys-
can't play when he feels pain, then he just can't play anymore.
suspension
Better
for a month.
take
will
your
help
ass
all that
home,
shit.
Joel. See ya.
One
Suspend him
crybaby.
for, hold on, Ron. Suspend him for a month, Jordan. You suspend him for a month, and he
Yeah,
doesn't play
get
for
his
a month.
act together.
Not
Get his
so
act
fast,
together.
Mars.
And then he
I'm
plays,
docking
and then he
his
doesn't, and he doesn't play for a month. Then what?
Docking his pay. Same shit. We getting the same result.
This show is so unserious.
Go ahead, yo.
One crybaby said, when my brother won employment, got bullied by the brotherhood. Now
Shout
he's
out to the
sad, man.
brotherhood. Shout out to the brotherhood. Deontay been active all day. My bad, Deontay. You know, it's every show. Shout out to Deontay Haynes. Highlighter for the brotherhood. As much as he want to deny it, he is what he is. W brotherhood. That is what it is.
Shout out the president of the brotherhood, no doubt. Realist123 said, it's time to say it. Jabari Smith Jr. is officially a bust. I had hopes for him, but he's very bad. He'll be out the league in a few years.
He will not be
I
out of the league in a few
No,
years.
he won't. That's
I
not
have a
crazy.
hard time calling someone still on their rookie contract a bust, and like unless you're an exceptional circumstance of
And
like,
starting on a playoff team.
Like Killian Hayes, huh?
yeah, Killian Hayes was
Oh,
like,
oh,
this
Hey, that
ain't
shit
this
was
ain't
ass.
it. Killian Hayes is like, yeah, I'm not calling Jabari a
Jor-
bust. Now Jabari is not good, but Jabari is not a bust.
Keegan does clear
What
it
about
up.
Jalen
Keegan
Hood
does clear it up.
Shafino? Is he a bust?
Oh, he trash too. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
He trash. His ass is
So
trash.
the rookie
I
contracts
mean,
that don't mean shit,
what
man.
is that? A 17th pick bust? I mean, yeah. But yeah, I said unless it's exceptional circumstances, Jalen Shafino is just legitimately trash. Like exceptional
Trash.
circumstances.
Yeah,
Anthony
y'all-
Bennett was a bust after 5 games. I could see.
What about Kennedy Chandler after 1 year in Memphis? Was he trash?
Nah, I don't know. They got rid of that too fast.
And I think that you're being disingenuous.
He
We're talking about a
been
lot. We're talking
trash
about a
for
top.
4 years.
We're talking about a top 3 pick, yo. We're talking about a top 3 pick. That's what we're talking about. And
No,
Jabari
I
Smith.
like Jabari Smith.
He was the
I
number
like
3
Jabari
pick
Smith.
in the
I don't know
draft.
why.
I'm
but I guess.
I like Jabari
Hey.
Smith too. Nobody
I
said
don't
no.
know
He had
why,
28.
but I
Nobody
guess.
said no. He had 28.
I didn't like
a
him
couple
coming out
games
of
ago, bro.
college. I thought he
why
was
y'all
getting
say
hyped
no
coming
here?
out of college.
Why
I
y'all
was
didn't say that when he had
praying
28
that
a couple
Jabari
games
didn't.
ago?
I was not a Jabari believer at all. I did not like Jabari. at all.
Mars, why you didn't
I
say
had
nothing
him as the
about
number
Jabari
1
when he had
pick that
28
year.
the other day?
That's how
I
stupid
said he played
was.
well. I was in the
okay.
playback saying he was playing great. He was finally making shots. He's been
Okay,
trashed
my
the whole year.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When someone's playing well, they're playing well.
Damn, I
Will-
forgot about Jared Culver.
Will Hofer.
Oh,
I was so high on him.
definitely trash.
Will said Jacob Poto is playing amazing right
Jakob.
now.
Jakob Pertl. It's not
Jacob,
Jacob.
same thing.
Man, come on.
No, it's
Y'all
I'm trying
not.
to get through these
It's
super
Jakob
chats.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get
I am American. All right. That is Jacob.
Ron, it's
Jakob.
Jakob Pertl.
God damn.
Here we go, Ron.
Jakob
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. You good. You got it.
I'm sorry.
You got it.
Jacob Poto is even worse, though, Bar.
Excuse me.
Jacob Poto is crazy, Ron.
You got it, Ron. You got
Sorry
it,
to
brother.
suck the fun out of everything.
Jakob Poodle.
Okay, here we
Jakob
go,
Poodle
Ron.
said Jakob Poodle is playing amazing right now. He looks like a really solid starting big man. 30 and 14 average over the last 3 games. He's got great touch too.
He does have a nice little flair.
Yeah, Jakob Pertl been good since he was with the Spurs. I like Jakob Pertl. What's up with this?
He's
I haven't
been
liked
good since he was
haven't
with the
liked
Raptors.
Jakob Pertl's defense, but I mean,
Well, I've always liked Jakob Pertl. He's always been solid. He's a good big man to have.
yeah, he nice.
Ron, I see what type of mood you in today, Ron. Could you please like take a nap or do some yoga before we get on this playback?
Oh
bro?
my
Because
god!
this
Can we
playback is
read
going-
the
Mars, could you relax for a second, bro?
No,
Damn.
come on. We got 9 minutes.
Before we
Come
get
on,
to
Mark.
playback,
Hey, untie
Ron,
your
please,
shoes. We've been on the show for 3 hours. You done had them shoes tied up that goddamn
If
tight.
you
Untie
want
your
Ron to,
shoes.
if you want Ron to show the video, put show the video in the chat. That's all I'm saying.
Mars, the way you was just talking about Jabari, now we can't talk about nothing.
I spoke for 20 seconds saying he's not good. That's it.
Hunter with the $9.99 super chat. He said, L. John Jones, quit ducking the dude that you're ducking.
He wasn't ducking. He wasn't ducking all the other ones when he got the belt and he held the belt. He wasn't ducking them. How about that? How about I'm almost 40 years old and now I'm ducking somebody? You ain't say that when he was the heavyweight champ and he wasn't ducking nobody. You ain't say that then. Now all of a sudden, because I'm established and I've been in the league for as long as I've been in the league, and I just been whooping everybody's ass, and I can choose who to fight now. I gotta fight who you think I should fight. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Hell no. I don't gotta fight him. Build up your rep first and get to where I am, and then you can talk that shit. Until then, hell no.
Hell no.
Ron, the chat has spoken.
No, they haven't.
The chat has spoken.
BKF said it can't get any worse for the Wizards, right? These Jericho Sims put Kuzma on a poster. I stand corrected. I guess it can get worse.
If the Atlanta Hawks weren't in the NBA, the Wizards would be 0-11. Their 2 wins have both come against Atlanta.
God.
If
Hey, I
Jamal
guess
Murray and
I
Michael
called
Porter
that one
Jr.
so
didn't play
wrong.
with Nikola Jokic, you would call them Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
I disagree. Jordan
Yeah,
Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
respect
played some
my
really
guy,
bad
MPJ.
basketball. They played some really bad basketball, Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma
Have you been watching Jamal Murray play basketball? Played
Yeah,
some
but
really
Hey,
ass
we're getting
basketball.
sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked.
Realist
man.
1, 2, 3. I agree. He said this James Harden fall off needs to be studied. His inefficiency is one of the worst in the league. When this was Russ, he was done. Worst MVP ever.
Definitely not the worst MVP ever.
Yeah, shout out to Wes Ansar. But yeah, he can't score efficiently anymore. He just can't.
Jackson Williams said, respect RJ Barrett. Bro been balling.
Yes, he has. 100%.
39 points last night.
Mm-hmm.
Big MGM said, I don't feel enough people are talking about Orlando. 9-6 right now, and Paulo will be back later. Also, a great JT game. TB?
Hey, I think he meant tonight.
Tonight could greatly help his
Oh,
MVP
yeah.
odds.
B is next to N on the keyboard, so just put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, shout out to Franz Wagner. Interesting. Interesting how
Franz has
good
been
Franz
awesome.
Wagner looks. Yeah, interesting.
Two-way. Yeah.
Lesage of Six Pass said, can we talk about the Lakers 5-game win streak?
No.
Man, Mars got his shoes tied. I agree with you. Mars ready to go.
Mir said, Jordan and Penn always hating on my Cavs. Sending y'all floor seats just to have y'all in the city so y'all can feel the excitement. Darius Garland, finals MVP.
Send them joints. Lock in. Send them joints. Don't send them joints to Drinks Man Sports. DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna pull up.
All right. Well, I'm not hating on the Cavs.
What the hell?
But
Man, it's closer to you than it is me.
It is that is true. It is very close. But I'm gonna stick with what Joakim Noah said.
Nobody wants to physically.
Damn.
Sorry, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
got
It's
some
factories.
jokes. Man,
It's
Cleveland got some
depressing.
jokes,
I'm good, bro.
Who
I'm
that?
good.
So I don't like Cleveland either. They suck. Send that ticket, boy. It's Rasan said, how we feel about Cam Thomas on the trade block in Maxey and Joel beef?
Who's
How we
trading
feel
for
about
Cam
that?
Thomas?
I don't know who's going to trade for him, but apparently it's coming out of Brooklyn that the only players unavailable are Noah Clowney, Tariq Whitehead, and I think it was Jalen Wilson. Jalen Wilson. Those
You know
are
what
the
that sounded to me like,
The
Mars?
Reed's good, man. Like
know what
I
that
feel like
sounded to me like?
people tank for flags.
Yes, that's what that
Yeah.
sounded like to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're trying to
They
get
realized they won
flags.
5 games too quickly.
I like
They was
Tariq at Montverde, man. Like I think that guy's gonna have something come down the line for him.
He was the number 1 recruit. He was hurt at school, so it was tough. But
War V Room said, what's a take you used to stand on 100% that
My
you
God.
changed your mind?
My God, how the hell do you know what that means, Mars?
I could just
Used to.
contest keys. Take I used to stand on that I don't stand on anymore.
That's simple for me.
Nah,
Giannis a better offensive player than Joker. I was wild as hell for saying that. I was super wild for saying. I wasn't wild for saying. I was super wild for saying that. Nah, that's not true.
Everything I've ever said about Jalen Green.
KD's a top 10 player since 2000.
You don't believe that no more, Ron?
Nah, the chat cooked me into not believing that.
They were low key agreeing with you. I ain't gonna lie. I read the comments. They like, oh, he low key spitting. I was like, yeah, there's people hate KD. Is what it is.
Venom.
People hate KD. Is what it is. That's all I realized. People hate KD.
Hey, man, the truth is the truth. Mr. Burnout said the Celtics are clearly exhausted from last year's run, plus the Olympics, and every team is going all out against them. The Cavs are going 16-0.
How much you want to bet?
What's the Celtics record right now?
11-3. They roll it.
You know, it's funny, like that chat accusing me of hating on the Cavaliers. Yo, I love the Cavaliers. That's the funny part. I love all their players. Literally every single player on that team. Jared Allen, love him. Evan Mobley, love him. Darius Garland, less so, but like Donovan Mitchell, one of my favorite players. I don't get that charge, but I gotta tell you, they're getting cooked tonight.
Jordan Majors.
They tied for the second best record in the NBA right now.
Jordan said, Mikal and Josh Hart are on pace for the second and third most minutes in the regular season since 2010. I'm glad we are 8-6, but can we please get their minutes down?
Let me guess. First on that list is Luol Deng in 2011. I guarantee it.
Shout out Louis, man.
Luol Deng
in 2011.
Big shout out to Louis.
Hey, Ox, you better stop, man. You know.
No, I'm just serious. I want to know like how like when you're playing these heavy minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you're a vet, if you're young,
Luol Deng in 2011 was 25.
35.
So 33. So 33.
You knew it was coming.
Yo, drink more water with the super chat. He said, depending on where you look, the Cavs are ranked between having the 6th to the 3rd easiest schedule so far, or strength schedule so far this season. So do what you want with that info as you may.
Let's bet they're gonna lose tonight.
Everyone in the East gonna have a easy schedule.
Pimp named Slickback said a Nets reporter today just said everyone except Noah Clowney, Jalen Wilson, and Dariq Whitehead are available. Nets not playing about the tank.
They're not.
They said if you want Ben Simmons trash ass, come get him.
Claxton, whatever you want, come on get him. We having a fight.
That was cold. Chill. That was cold word for if you want Ben Simmons trash ass, come get him.
Everybody.
So chill. Do the Pelicans need to go get Nick Claxton right now?
Not now, Ox, but
right.
Yes.
Talking about yesterday.
Yes.
So who needs to chill? Who needs to get Ben Simmons?
Nobody.
Mars, speak on it.
I'm trying to go.
All right, go ahead, Ron.
Nobody, Jordan. Nobody should get Ben Simmons.
Hey, who needs to get this brother that I'm finna show dunking in this video? That's the real question. Stack's different timing has been a member for 14 months. He said, pin hating ass. Shout out OG Anunoby. Knicks didn't overpay.
Man, what the hell Pete got to do with that?
OG's one of my favorite players. What do you got? I'm not getting all these strays about, I hate this team, I hate that team. Yo, I love the Cavs and I love OG. What are we doing here?
Fan. He a delusional Knicks fan too. He ain't just a Knicks fan. He a delusional Knicks fan. So
I'm a delusional Knicks fan?
No, him. That dude.
Chill. You saw him. You must have saw him on playback. Chill don't be playing with nobody on playback, man. Y'all better come correct when they're messing with Chill time.
Shout out to OG Anunoby. Who's underpaid.
Realist 123 said, Chilltown, I think you're sleeping on the dude who's calling out John Jones. He's built. What's one more time?
No.
All right. He's built his resume and his interim heavyweight champ. He gets John Jones next. Simple.
And he's only almost 10 years younger. So, like John Jones said, I am not interested in young, dangerous, up and coming fighters. No, I'm not. And he's right. No, I will retire with the belts. I don't think so.
Bro, it's no way they think that dude was going to be. Exactly, bro. It's no way y'all going against John Jones in any fight today.
Good.
Come on.
I'm straight. Nope.
Alan L. said 15-1. Soon Derek White masterclass incoming.
I agree.
Heat vs. Haters 2.0 said, I'm here to apologize to Eminem and Hemi Butler.
Really? Because of one game? You know what, Ron? It's about that time, brother.
It's about that time for me
It's about
too,
that time,
man.
brother.
It's
It's about that time. One game, I'm good.
All right,
and
Josh.
it's time to and
Tomorrow.
30-10, one game back. So now we got to apologize to Jimmy Butler. All right, Ron.
All
I
right.
see y'all
Take
doing
it
tomorrow.
light, but take it.
Hey,
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Damn, bro. What the?
Who is Eminem? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Ron tripped it out, man.
Okay,
So I
I'll
got
see the
I got
host
the
now.
super chats. Come on.
Go ahead.
Okay, where we at? First DFOX signature shoes revealed. Now I'm gonna read it how they send it. First DFOX signature shows revealed. Thoughts?
It's shoes. Haven't seen them.
Shows.
Don't have any thoughts.
Shout out to
They
DFOX.
solid. They solid. They solid. I saw it.
I like them. Send that video through, Jordan. I got you. Kai
Lord.
29 says W panel W pin number one raps.
YouTube.
Oh, because the Raptors YouTube. Pinstar basketball. Hey, Pin's channel is really fire. Y'all make sure to check that out if you haven't though.
Appreciate you.
Got quality videos over there for sure.
Yeah, Penn. I need Penn to send me a tutorial on how to do that. I've been meaning to ask Penn on that, how he be constructing his stuff. I talked to him offline about it.
Yeah, talk to me.
Motion through the super chat said, Penn showcase some respect, please.
Kate's been great this year. He's been really good. I still wouldn't take him top 5 in a 2021 redraft, but I'm on the fence with him at number 5. I just think there are 4 players in the 2021 draft class that I really like a little bit more than him. He's got to be a little bit more efficient, cut down the turnovers for me, but he's been good. He's been good this year.
W love Penn. Big MGM says, we are aware DeRozan has won more than Fox. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
He's been playing longer.
Yeah, of course. I don't know what that means.
I think DeMar does get a bad rap though. Like he was running up against prime Bron, bro. Like
for sure. I don't even pay attention to that though, Alex. Don't even pay attention to that. That's people who just like to just talk, bro.
He also lost to the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards. We don't talk about that though. I'm just saying, like, keep it stacked. Keep it a stack.
True that. Pimp named Slickback. Joel not late for the strip club or food time.
Facts.
Oh, okay. I don't know about all that. I ain't know Joel was, into that.
Seems like a family man. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm a family man. And never mind. Pimp name Slickback said, Mars, the process is 20 years like a dynasty, right? Ron, you should have read that super chat, bro.
Mars, why you gonna be in a chat and say you gotta go? Just get your ass back up here.
Oh man, Mars was in one of the moods. It's all right. He'll be back tomorrow. Pimp named Slipback said, "Facts, Pin. It's ignorant to say that. I have no idea what that was about." Does anybody
that was
talking
about
the age?
That was about the African thing.
That shit was funny.
Bro, I understand it's funny to you guys. I don't know. Like, there's a distinction here, but I had a really good friend of mine who was African, and he came from Africa, and he picked up a condom once, right? And they basically tried to tell everyone for 5 years this dude got AIDS because he picked up a condom. And
I don't think were y'all in elementary school? Or what?
Yeah, we were in elementary school.
Okay,
but I'm saying, like, there is a
prevalent.
Look, Serge Ibaka's talked about this at length. He has said that it's very, very hurtful that people keep disrespecting him by questioning the age stuff. And you know people online, they'd be merciless about this shit, right? Now, it's one thing if you earned it, right? If Joel Embiid is not showing up to practices and people want to call him a bum, that's one thing. But Serge Ibaka didn't do anything to earn that. All he did was he's from the Congo. That's it. And now people are going to question how old he is for the rest of his life. I
don't think that's why. I think they question it because his back started hurting. And when he was in his prime and he started looking like he was like 34 when he said he was like 25. That's why.
Yo, I mean, it's known.
But I'm not saying that it's true. Nah, I'm just saying that's what it looked like. And that definitely does happen in Africa. Like Thon Maker. I don't know if y'all know Thon Maker is for sure 4 years older than what he's saying. I know that for sure. I know it.
Plus, Africans don't just do that. My mama did that to get my brother in school a little earlier too. And plus, we make fun of each other. This shit, laughing.
Yeah,
It's no big deal.
but I get what you're saying on those things. I get what you're saying on some.
I wasn't trying to be racist though. Marcus from the 626 said Dyson Daniels is the best wing guard defender.
He's very good. You know, I was on Dyson early in his rookie season, and I had a Kings podcast that I was on with my boy Leo, and we were talking about whether the Kings should have taken him at number 4 instead of Keegan.
Dyson Daniels,
really good pick. But I don't know about that. Keegan Murray was really good in college, bro.
No, Keegan was awesome, but I like Dyson. I saw something very, very different in him. I thought he was supposed to be. I would have taken him top 4 that year. So
the only time I was upset when we got Keegan because I wanted us to get Jaden Ivey, and I changed my mind really quick. Keegan made me a believer.
Everyone wanted Jaden Ivey at that point, but Jaden Ivey didn't want the Kings.
Well, I whatever. Pascal Siakam made that mistake too. Now look at him over there dealing with Tyrese Haliburton.
I agree 100%.
Idiot. Duke Baylock says Zach looking like a closer. Zach for Rui and Reeves.
Rui did a lot for the Lakers, bro, and Reeves. So leave that alone. If y'all can find another way, maybe D'Angelo Russell for his ass, but y'all can find another way to get Zach LaVine. Leave Rui and Reeves alone.
Okay. The last super chat from Stacks is, yo, Chill's not here, fam, but let's read it anyway. Yo, Chill, did I disrespect your dogs? Because I can. Stop calling me delusional. I'm a basketball first dog. Watch your mouth.
You got to read it in DMX voice. Put that back up there. You got to read it in DMX.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah, Jordan.
Yo, Chill, did I disrespect you, dog? Because I can. Stop calling me delusional. I'm a basketball fan first, dog. Watch your mouth. That's what he said.
You got to
yeah. Gotta read that.
Well, my dog's
did I disrespect you, dog? I'm a basketball fan first, dog.
My dog's at. Yeah. Hey, but that's the end of the super chat. That is the end of the show. Thank y'all for stopping by the panel. We will be back tomorrow, same time. You already know. Make sure to come to playback tonight. We'll be there 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Ron, you already know it's gonna be a great show. Cavs versus Celtics. But
give this video a like for Ox's hosting masterclass the last 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, masterclass. Even though he didn't show the video, but masterclass though. Facts up though. Masterclass.
Damn, I forgot to show the video.
No, it's all right though. It's all right though. Don't worry about it. It's all right though. I have another one for the next. Look, that's crazy.
Damn!
Yeah, that's crazy work. Look. This is crazy. That is crazy. Hold on.
That boy know he not 14.
14?
I have seen a 14-year-old do that.
I've seen
I've seen a 15-year-old do that.
When I was 14, I could dunk, but I was
you rim grade. You're not.
I bet you anything Vince Carter could do that when he was 15.
Man, but